Last time, you all got a little bit better acquainted with Dalrin Bordeaux, a tiefling man who runs an underground crime syndicate and also happens to be the host for a fighting tournament that Gorna is supposed to be a part of. After telling him that you all were the cause of the ruckus in town, you asked for help getting safely out of the Rhine to lay low for a while. He agreed, but with some conditions. You all would come back to do a bit of work for him, and to make sure that that would happen, you were all given a new tattoo.
A tattoo.
Said to be able to keep tabs on you in case you snitch or run. Seeing as you didn't have much of an option, you all received your tattoos and were directed to follow a path through the sewers under Galen to meet up with a familiar, wizened face, Orstrom. After a short trip to the Rhine, Finnegan met with the Port Authority of Cetera and the Menagerie Coast, answered a few questions, and was sent on his way. You then decided you wanted to ask a few questions of your own. So you started with Orstrom, who regaled you with a tale of a ghost ship captained by a demon. So now, with a bit of time to lay low and a few plans for how to spend that time, the day is yours.
Well. Right.
Don't everybody go at once.
Wakey, eggs and bakey every
Does
night.
anybody even remember how to play this game?
No, of course
No,
not.
we wait too long in between. I'm saying we should play twice, at least a week. That way we stay fresh on the rules.
Stay fresh on the rules.
See how a cat stretches all day?
Yeah.
They're ready for a fight at any second. Just saying. If we played all the time, we'd be so good.
Well, you are playing now, so what are you doing?
Oh, I don't know. Well, we're waking up in the goat, right?
Did we stay at the goat?
Let's see. No, you,
were we at the other bar still?
yeah, you all just left the...
Oh, that's right. We just walked out of the
I'm
bilge.
pretty sure you
Yeah.
all just left the bilge, if I remember right.
Yeah. That
And
makes more sense.
Because I talked to Orstrom about the things that
The genie lamp. And
Yeah.
That was about the last thing, and he went back onto the ship.
Yep. So we're still
it's still
like afternoonish.
Yeah, it's approaching like noon, I believe. No,
Well,
it's afternoon. No, it's probably noon. Orstrom's had a couple of drinks. It's not, just now noon.
Orstrom's had a couple of drinks, so it's just now noon.
Yeah.
All right. I love the time references.
Sure.
I've got this just idea I could throw in the ring. The little trickster fellas over at Anduin's hut, because it turns out having the potion maker on your side works real well.
That's a good idea.
And and Anduin's husband may or may not, be responsible for all of the cooking. So I want to.
Just let me know if you want a few of those.
That's true. He did make really good food.
Might just put my number in there or something, or
Yeah, I'll sort it out with you during break. I just wanted to let you know that I've got a
okay.
few, and just let me know how many you want, and I'll get them to you. Because it sucks. It sucks real bad. I get it.
Where is that note? Is in this book, I think. But yeah, they were having the issues with the redskin creatures, troublesome tricksters. Yes, those are all of the notes I took about that. So hopefully that's enough to jar everyone else's memory.
Yeah, the little imps.
Yeah, I'm down to do that. Or
Yeah.
I know the mayor previously has told us that we were welcome to whip ass in the name of him for cash and glory.
Oh, the mayor that we...
Yeah.
The one we lied to, like a bunch of liars.
He said we... I forgot he said we could come back for more work.
Yeah, he said that almost right after he handed me back the cloth full of ears.
Oh, right.
Yeah. We told him all those lies.
I mean, I knew we lied to
What
him.
happened to those ears?
Yeah, what did
I
happen?
got rid of them.
Good idea.
Did you just throw them somewhere?
Have you ever watched us play Grounded?
Somebody just finds a bag.
Meanwhile, there's a small child.
We learned a very important lesson about respecting other people's property, didn't we?
Never mind.
You should never just
Local
open a
child
bag.
finds bag of human ears.
They weren't all human.
They weren't all
They weren't all human.
Somewhere
Bag of
taxi.
ears.
Yeah.
Just
Random
ears.
indescript
Ears.
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 Assorted ears.
Assorted AST ears.
Oh.
One bag.
So those are
Assorted
two
ears.
options we got.
You'll just see there's a dog sniffing in a bag real hard in a ditch real close to where you are.
Not my problem.
I'm facing the opposite way.
I'm not seeing that.
Or we could also attempt to run down any leads we have about this demon captain, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah,
That doesn't
we should.
seem like it would drive any sort of interest for anyone. Demon captains are so 2011.
Well,
We're
if
not
the-
even there yet.
If the ship is docked in the Rhine and he left from here, surely someone saw.
Saw.
Well, they. We did get the information that he was probably headed to the jungle.
Oh, that's true. You're right. I'm gonna make sure. I put that down.
Yeah, I was so tired last time. I took crap notes and I don't exactly remember everything we talked about.
You guys talked to Orstrom. He gave you the whole story about the demon captain. He said if he were going to hide somewhere, he'd hide in the jungle.
We weren't necessarily told he was headed to the jungle. We were just told that would be the place
Yeah, to look.
to disappear.
We got
better than
no
nothing.
leads on Fidget whatsoever.
Yeah,
you
that-
asked about Fidget.
I was going to ask all the shops that knew us about him anyway.
You also talked about going to Draylen's orchard.
Yes.
Talked to that guy about his museum and Gorna's idol.
Mm-hmm. And it's out
Yes.
by the olive orchard.
What else?
Yeah.
You all. Oh, and
I just sent that letter, so
Well,
I
talk
did
about-
want to wait a little bit before heading to the orchard.
I think we should probably wait because
Just
we
show
did
up
just,
like 10 minutes after the letter
We did
arrives.
just,
Prepare yourself.
we did just slaughter some god cops in Galen, so we should probably like.
Did you mention that you were
lay
heading
low
to
from
the
there.
orchard?
No.
Okay.
In the letter, I only mentioned that, that we found the other guard, the other
That's
paladin.
right. You mentioned
And
Fidget's
that
place. You mentioned you found a body, that you were heading
out of town to look for more clues.
out. Okay.
Like, intentionally
And you
as
said that-
vague as possible.
Right, you sent that from the Rind.
Yes.
Yeah, from the Ivory Goat.
I sent it as if, like, we had already left the town.
Yeah.
Being very sneaky. Okay. So, we have opportunities for gainful employment, and to win some favor in
Hang
the
on.
hearts and the minds of the locals.
Yeah, let's do that.
I think I understand something that's happened here. The name of your commander,
Yes.
Arrow Straylen.
Yes.
The name of the man who owns the orchard,
Yes.
Eris Straylen.
Oh.
I thought that might have mixed you up a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. No, your commander, Arrow Straylen. The man who owns the orchard, Eris Straylen.
Okay. I thought you said Arrow Straylen.
Right. Nope. Similar, but different. Different person. Sorry about that.
I'm hazarding a guess that they're related.
Yes.
No way. There's no
Hey,
shot.
hey, weirder shit has happened.
Shut up. No way.
In some mystery relation.
Yeah. I did think it was weird that he was the leader of the Paladins, owned the museum, and had an orchard.
Real Renaissance, man.
Right.
I thought he was just going to be super corrupt rich guy.
Sorry. No.
Fuck alms for the poor. I need an orchard.
Different people. My bad. I was looking at that and I was like, you know what?
Fell into the Saruman trap.
Yeah, I think I understand what
Classic
happened
blunder,
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, why would he be waiting for a letter to... Oh, hang on. Got it.
Tweedledee, my boy.
Sorry about that. So yeah, go ahead. Continue.
Okay. So now that we know that that is not my commanding officer,
Good.
we can do whatever the fuck we want now.
Nice. Good shit.
That's what I like to hear.
Sweet. I'm always down to go over to Endlands because generally when we work for them we get food.
Yeah.
And that's panned out pretty well so far.
Well, since it's on the way, did you want to stop by the blacksmith, ask him a couple questions about some of our people that we're searching for?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm all for convenience. You know, quick 5 little jog in and out. Won't take any time at all.
Who are we currently searching for?
Fidget
Fidget
and the captain.
the captain. Okay, so we're just asking the blacksmith if he knows anything about them.
About either of those two.
Works off the docks. You figure if somebody was going to hear some scuttlebutt, it'd be the dude who's at the docks all the time or near the docks. It does tend to pass around, you know. That's why they call it scuttlebutt.
That's not a word.
It is too.
Anyways.
Look it up.
So yeah, Jory's is nearby. Pretty easy to
It's
find
Hamilton.
from the clanging sounds.
Yeah, and we've been there several times before.
Also, yes.
And how is he this fine day?
He seems a little busy, but he seems to be doing well.
That's good.
That's
in
good
the
for a small
blacksmith
business owner.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he seems like he's got some work to do. The docks weren't wholly unempty when you all arrived with Orstrom, so you know, there's some stuff going on. Yeah, he seems busy, but he doesn't seem too preoccupied.
Oh yeah. All right,
He's hammering
investigator.
away on what looks to be an anchor.
No way.
What are you knocking on?
Just a post in the ground.
He
Outside.
doesn't hear any of it. He is just hammering like he can't hear the knocks over.
He is knocking louder than
ting,
you are.
ting, 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 ting.
He's the thing that knocks back in the day.
Yeah. But he does happen to see you all because he faces the street where you all have approached. He said, "Right, welcome back. What can I do for you?"
We were just looking for some information, if that's okay with you.
On what?
There are a few people that we are looking to find. We were wondering if you might have seen them pass through.
See some people through here. Not a lot. Mine's pretty small.
The first one we wanted to ask about is a gnome. His name is Fidget. He is a tinkerer. So he might have had a backpack with 2 extra arms on it.
What do you look like? I mean, I promise I didn't see anyone with 4 arms, but
He's a gnome.
he's a gnome.
Like
so
me, but
he's
older.
older.
Yes.
Like
Old.
me, but older.
He's got a beard.
Yes.
Yes, he does have a beard.
Bearded gnome. Yeah, actually, I did.
Yeah?
Yeah.
When?
Let's see. I believe it was yesterday.
Yesterday's good.
Day and a night ago. Something like that. It's been the last few days.
Oh, could you possibly tell us which direction he headed?
He left. He didn't stop in any place. He just left.
Did he seem
Like, was
okay?
he headed like towards town or towards docks?
You're at the docks.
Yeah,
He would have been coming from the dock.
Was he coming from the docks?
Yeah,
or-
he left.
left out. There's only one way out.
Okay. Okay, so he came in from the docks and then left town.
Seemed to, yeah.
He would have came from the docks. Orstrom didn't see him, so he would have come on a different boat.
Yes.
Or Orstrom's not allowing information.
Or
about
he just
his-
keeps the privacy
Yeah.
of people as he should.
But anyway, back to the conversation at hand.
He really shouldn't just give us anything.
Although
we
that would have
know.
been a real quick trip for him, considering that.
You're airing out a lot of.
Yeah.
Anyways, there's like this supposedly pale, fearless captain of a ship.
Some say he was a demon captain.
Yeah.
All right, that guy. Yeah, he abandoned the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember him. Tried not to look at him.
Was he that scary?
He's ugly.
So you're saying he's easy to
He gave me the willies.
pick out of a crowd, maybe?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Pale as a sheet. Bold as can be.
Did he have a name?
I didn't ask. Like I said,
didn't want to talk to his ugly
I tried
ass.
not to look at him, let alone talk to him.
Okay.
Do you know if he had any dealings with anyone around town?
I don't know. I think he and the few folks that was with him made haste to go through quite
Few
quickly.
folks that was with him.
Oh yeah, he wasn't alone. He had 5 or 6 people with him.
Any of them look like him?
Not exactly, no.
What is that?
What about halflings?
Well, that's what I meant by look like him.
I don't think so. I thought you meant shifty.
Yeah, I thought you were shifty too.
Well, you're telling me that people with the demon captain look less shifty
Shifty
than
than
me?
you.
I'll remember that.
No halflings. No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
No. Nope.
How many people did you say it was?
It was, maybe 5, 6 at the most. And most of them hoods. Didn't get a good look at many of them.
Tall, short, anything?
It varied. None of them. I don't think any of them were dwarf or halfling or gnome.
Fair enough. That works.
One of them was a bit bigger, but all of them well covered. Except, of course, the leader. He had the. He wore his hood down, almost like he was proud of it.
Well,
Bold is beautiful,
Sure.
or something.
not this time.
Well, that depends.
All right. Well, so we got a small lead on Fidget. We got a lead on the demon captain, and yeah.
What's our lead? Where is he? In the jungle?
He had been here.
He had been here.
Yeah.
He had been here.
Do you know where
very
he
distinct,
went?
So
Did he just
Yeah.
disappear one
Oh,
day?
he just left. No one's seen him since.
Yeah. So our only clue about him, well, 2 clues, is that he had.
They're auctioning the ship. If you're interested.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
it's actually our friend's boyhood home.
Yeah,
You
Don't
will.
call it
he
that.
grew up on that shit.
Don't call it that. No, they're lying.
So you was it with you? It's the bald one, your dad.
No.
Oh, now I've got a Tahitian sheep. I got a hairball.
No. I was on the ship.
Don't make Tiz laugh so hard. He's having trouble over there.
Yeah.
What happened? Why aren't you?
That's what
who
I'm
are
trying
those?
to-
Who are they?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out.
What do you mean you don't know? You were on the ship.
They left it behind and stole the ship.
Oh. That's a shame.
It is.
Well,
Here we are.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
Maybe I will. Maybe not. But Sure gonna try.
Good luck. I hope anything I've said can help you.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Anytime. Come back anytime.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right.
Ting, ting,
Yep.
ting, ting. Right back to it.
Did anybody
Alrighty.
need to buy anything
He's got
from a
orders to
blacksmith?
No, not today.
You might be able to see if he can make you more bullets.
Ammo.
Or
Maybe.
thieves' tools?
Maybe we ought to keep
or-
that thing under wraps.
Yeah,
for a
I
hot
think
minute.
I have enough.
For a hot minute.
Oh no, no,
I have
not-
enough to be.
Don't show
like,
the entire thing. Just ask if he can make the ball.
He wouldn't know what it was.
Or he would, and then we're fucked.
Yeah. It seems pretty desirable.
So, it's not a ball.
It's bullets.
Okay, they're actual
Yeah.
rounds.
It's
Yeah.
a round. It is a
a
self-contained,
self-contained cartridge.
Oh,
They
Yeah.
have to be like made.
This is not a
Special.
muzzle loader. This is
This
not.
is
okay,
a breach
okay.
fire rifle.
This
This
you open a
is
chamber, you load around, you shut a chamber, you pull the hammer back, and you pull the trigger, and it strikes a cap and fires around.
bolt action musket.
Sort of.
I'm sure someone maybe can make them, but I.
Yeah,
not the
right
blacksmith.
now.
Yeah.
So
I
the
was
thing,
gonna say.
the thing about stuff like that is you really don't want a lot of fire around when you make it. And the blacksmith seems like the kind of guy who pretty much always has a lot of fire around.
That's part of the problem. Is Fidget only made that certain number of them, and he didn't give
I
any
don't believe that he
instructions.
made them. I believe he had them because I believe what we have in our hands is what they call in the business a hot commodity. And
Some sort of experimental military weapon.
some sort of
Maybe. Fidget
stolen
said he
military
made it.
weapon.
He said that he had crafted it, but I guess it's possible.
Did you save the brass from the one time this thing got fired?
If he hasn't reloaded it, it should still be in the chamber.
Oh, that's true.
I haven't done anything to it. It's just been.
Yeah.
I was about to say, we got
They
it back
just
in a
picked it-
fight and then jammed it in the bag.
Well, that could be helpful in figuring out how to make more bullets.
Or at the very least, continuing to reload because
Yeah.
there's a casing.
Yeah, don't throw those away. Love those.
Alrighty.
I'm going to thank Jory for his time.
Orland and
Chosen.
chosen.
I
He was making weird eyes at me. I didn't know if he was gonna attack me or.
Or
He might
choose.
still do that, but he'll probably.
he's
see
mad
it.
at me because I ignored him.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I'm going to thank Jory for his
Gabapet
time.
nap incoming.
And then suggest we head on down to the next place.
Which one's the next place?
Andolin's?
Sure, the
I
tiny hut.
think.
Yeah, the
Andolin's
alchemist.
Yeah.
tiny hut.
That's the one that.
What's Andolin got for us?
Ask not what Andolin can do for you, but ask what you can do for Andolin. Mostly these little tricksters. I want to find them. I want to squish them.
Yeah. They have the demon rat problem, right?
Yeah, they got the demon
They're
rat
little
problem.
shape-shifting
Yeah.
devils.
Everybody else has something cool. I want a pet.
That could be problematic.
What do you mean everyone else has something cool?
Yeah,
Well, you
give him
got
a
you got your
buttercouch.
head laser.
Yes.
He's got a.
Said the dude with +1 weapons and
Can thunderclap people.
Yeah!
In the wall.
Yeah, you can have anything cool.
fucking poor old fucking got nothing over there. Mom didn't hug him.
Fucking
Dad
29
punched him before he
damage.
left for school today. He walked 6 miles uphill and had his ass beat by his bully on both trips. You got some pretty cool shit over there, my friend. You tried to kill some people through the eardrums. I remember that.
Also, you've got like the most kills in the party.
So,
Murdering people all over the place.
but I mean, yeah, if you want to catch one of these things and keep it as a pet, that's your funeral. It sleeps with you, and you have to take it out.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. And the first time it eats the wagon, it's over. It's getting fucking
Clean up
neutered.
demon rat shit.
All right, so let's head over to Andolin's. Get Garuk a pet.
All right. You make your way to Angelin's tiny hut.
Let me go back to my first page of notes so I can remember these friends. Oh, look, the first note in this book is we are the Bludgeoneers. That's not good.
Oh no.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Angelin and Gendru.
I think I got this book.
Red-skinned devils.
Yes.
Apparently, I stole money from them.
You
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, but you got away with it.
You did. You did. You stole money from them.
No one's biting me very gently.
He likes you.
Aw.
That's good. Love bites. Look at his fat face. Okay, well, you all arrive successfully at Angelin's tiny hut. It does seem to be open.
Let's go in.
I'm gonna open the door.
Yeah.
We're evolving.
We're evolving.
How's that for a character arc?
The redemption arc.
Need to make a note for the XP for this one. This one jumped
Woo!
insanely. Y'all might get level 4.
Woo!
Skip 4 straight to 5.
Skip 4. Yeah, you walk right in, and Andelin is sitting behind the counter, just waiting for business. And she sees you all come in. She says, "Oh, good. Come in.
Hi.
Hang on." And she leans over and she stomps on a hatch a couple of times.
Yeah,
next
she
to-
does.
And then she comes back over and she says, "Gendru will be right up.
Excellent.
you.
Thank you so much.
What can I do for you while you're here?"
Well, the last time we were here, we were talking to Gendru. He had made a mention of a pest issue you guys had.
Oh, you mean the rats?
Yeah, that's it.
The rats,
The
yeah.
spiders.
The redskin.
The ravens. The imps.
That one.
Yeah.
It's all the same problem.
It's all the same problem. Beautiful.
And there they are. And as you turn to look, there are, in fact, two big, gnarly-looking spiders on the wall, watching you and watching her.
Oh. So,
Just chilling?
what is this about anyway?
Don't know.
And
Don't know. They cause big problems, though. Not all the time.
I look at her, say, "Do you mind if I?"
Go for it. They're fast. They become invisible. They can change shape. They can fly, climb on walls.
Do they talk?
They mostly just scream at me
Oh.
in a language I don't understand. And if you try to get too close, they will sting you, and it really sucks for about a week.
Oh.
I don't have a week.
Does anyone here speak demon languages?
Nope.
It's not
No
really one
infernal for me, thanks.
up on my repertoire of things. I'm not a.
What if I put one of them to sleep?
That would be cute.
And
That'd
then
be
we
pretty
just-
neat.
Then we just squished it,
Oh.
and then made its friend really sad,
Oh.
Or angry.
and it might just leave.
Just
Mhm.
leave.
That sounds optimistic.
I was just going to smack one with my axe.
Well,
Good luck with that. I think you'll probably put a hole in her wall.
yeah.
And then we
it's
have to
really-
pay for repairs to the tiny.
Please
hut.
don't damage my shop. It's also my home.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, so they torment you in your home too?
Yes.
So you don't have any idea why they showed up?
Nope.
Do you have any enemies? Anyone that might want to curse you? For any reason?
You know, there was this bald, hairless man who stopped in here.
Pale skin, real ugly.
Group of 5 or 6 others.
That's the one.
We're interested in him as well.
He seemed to not enjoy the prices in my shop. I told him they are what they are, and he can pay or get out. He muttered some things under his breath. I told him to leave, and they've been here ever since.
Absolutely they have. Of course. Okay. Interesting. Well, our goal is to locate our big, bald, ugly friend.
So if we capture one of these things, do you think we can find a way to get it to lead us to him?
I kind of hope so.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea.
I am no longer interested in keeping them as pets. Now it is.
I didn't
either,
think you would be for very long.
Now it is either a tracking device or jelly.
Huh. Is there anything your little frog can maybe do about this?
Eat a spider.
Frogs eat bugs.
Roughly how large are the
Spiders
spiders?
are kind of bugs.
Haven't seen him eat. As far as I know, like he's a familiar, but
Okay,
he
so
can
not-
basically carry spells for me.
Gross.
Roughly
Yeah.
tarantula size.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a big tarantula.
Gross.
One of them pretty,
Like the spiders from Jumanji.
No.
Not quite that
Those
big.
things
okay.
are like 3.5 feet tall.
Yeah.
They're
Not
giant
like...
spiders in
After-
Jumanji. I've never seen Jumanji.
Okay, so
How did
like
that happen?
it's
There's-
the
Yeah, I've
I
never
haven't
seen
it's one of the
Jumanji.
main
Really?
parts that I remember as a child, and it horrified
That
Really?
me.
movie was scary.
It freaked me out.
Yeah, it was a scary
It
movie.
was freakish.
Well, anyway,
Well, yeah.
we'll have to fix that one.
Yeah, we'll have to watch that.
I've heard it's really good.
I've
A lot
never
of people
seen it.
talk about it.
Yeah.
All right, Jumanji watch party. Anyway.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. She says, "Feel free to have at it. Just please try not to hurt my shop." And about that time, the hatch opens up and Gendry pops out.
Gendru, buddy.
He says, "Oh, hey everyone. Welcome back. Nothing's currently attacking me. You'll be glad to hear."
That's good.
That
That's
is a
good.
relief.
That's better than the last time.
Yeah.
So how have things been?
Oh, great.
Awesome.
I've been just cooking away, working up on a new recipe right now, actually. It's a little hot, but I'm getting there.
Okay. Great. We thought maybe we could come downstairs, talk to you for a couple minutes.
Sure. He looks up at his wife, and she looks back at him and says, "Sure." He says, "Yeah, sure. Yeah, come on. Let's yeah, sure."
Cool.
Flips the hatch
Let's go downstairs,
All right.
away from these spiders.
I take a step and then pause. Look at Andalin. It's not going to try to beat me again, is it? Point to the candlestick.
Not with me here.
Okay.
Does the candlestick seem repaired?
For the most part, yeah.
That's good.
You can see where it may have been. It might still have a little dent or a slight bend in it. But for the most part, it seems repaired.
Candlestick.
Good.
Messed with the wrong party. Stick up.
Alrighty.
So, you all make it downstairs, and it's... The air down here kind of starts to make your eyes water.
Capsaicin.
Make your nose run a little bit. It's almost like mace, but not as bad.
I love it.
The air is he says, "Sorry, like I said, it's a little hot, but I'm working on it. I'm bringing it down, one root vegetable at a time." So what did you want to talk about?
Your little redskin devil problem.
Yeah.
Do you know of any way that we could help with that?
Can you get rid of them?
I don't know. Can we?
I don't know. Can you? I
So,
can't.
so there's been nothing you've worked out that maybe might work?
Squash them. If you can catch them. They're fast. They turn invisible. We can't catch them.
Okay. Huh.
Ever gotten close? Ever tried?
Oh, yeah. I've gotten close a few times. Wing a ladle at them across the kitchen once or twice. And
Ever
I
try a
nicked one of
trap
them,
or
but-
anything?
No, they're not actual rats.
No. They're not rats.
They don't fall for the traps. I tried.
I don't mean something so simple as a cheese on a spring or
A
anything.
box propped up by a stick.
Now,
He just kind of scratches the back of his head. You think maybe he may have tried both of those things.
I mean, obviously
Not that those
they're
aren't great
fast.
choices, but it's a little low tech for this type of vermin.
well,
He says, well, what did you have in mind?
nothing yet. That's why I'm asking you. You're the one that's lived here for a while.
Yeah, no,
See
if
if
I
you
had
had any
ideas.
ideas.
If I had ideas, I would have done something about it. They'd be gone. They wouldn't be They wouldn't be turning my puddings into creatures that want to eat me.
I was just going to smash them, but your wife said not to damage the shop.
Don't damage the shop.
Don't damage.
But
the
feel
shop.
free to smash them.
Okay.
It's the strange duality we live in.
Maybe you should like turn your axe and use it flat.
Oh,
I've got a mace. The mace is a blunt instrument. The Morning Star is the one with the spikes.
Well, I mean, you can always try to put them to sleep.
Could at least probably get one. Maybe it might work on both. I'm not really sure.
But then how would we contain them?
We've got a
You
bag
don't
of
really
holding.
have to contain them after you cut the head off.
Oh, that's fair.
This isn't a paladin we're talking
I
about.
thought Uruk wanted to keep one to maybe lead us, so I wasn't sure what we were going to do.
We'll worry about that part when we have one of them dead and there's only one to deal with.
Okay.
They're probably a lot easier to work with when they can't play tricks on you with a friend.
That's fair.
And they can't play tricks without arms or legs.
Well, other than blunt force, I don't have any real ability to deal with one of these things outside of some manner of trap, which I don't know how to build, so isn't really my forte.
Well, I mean,
Never done any
I bet
pest
those
control
squirrels
before.
didn't give up the berries willingly, so I bet one of us in this room can build a trap.
Ever trap a squirrel for its berries?
Like I said, I bet they didn't just give them up.
No comment.
Well, I mean, they are just sitting there. You could try to sleep it as it just sits there.
Give it a whirl. Maybe their magic resistance isn't crazy high.
Okay, well,
Or
then I'm
transversely, it
gonna,
totally is. Who knows?
I'm gonna reach into my bag of holding and grab the rose petals.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do the fancy whoosh and rub them together and go sleep.
You are currently downstairs.
Yeah, you're downstairs. You can't.
He just throws some petals at the ceiling of the basement.
Jesus Christ, Bowie, would you? The showmanship's
Y'all
great.
hyped me up. I thought I was ready. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I was too hasty.
Kendry goes, well, that was beautiful. Those are fragrant. Do you have any more of those?
Yeah.
May I? You might.
I'll just give him a couple.
He throws it in the soup that he's making. It's so hot.
It is a little bit stingy down here.
So,
Clears the
what's
sinus.
what's the soup?
I don't know yet.
Oh,
Oh, your spicy rose soup.
absolutely disgusting.
A little, yeah.
All right.
It sounds like it might be. But,
So
So maybe I should
you
give
got
that
any
another
spells?
shot up there.
That
yeah,
do
maybe,
stuff like
maybe
this?
try again.
Oh, I've got
up
some real
there.
interesting spells. The problem with my spells is
Can you grease them?
Grease them.
well, it's gonna leave a big greasy spot on the wall, and
Forever.
I'm sure that they wouldn't appreciate such a thing
He could cook with it.
after it's been on the wall.
Maybe. He
I mean, once you get it hot again,
He just put
it
rose
gets really
petals
hot.
in there.
It's probably fine.
He was planning to eat that black pudding.
That's also true.
He says it was gray.
Merlin is
That makes it a little more dubious, I feel.
so good. You were best cat.
Just trying to take notes.
Good. Okay, so yeah, you go upstairs and
let's do
Andelin's sitting there and she's still looking at them on the wall. They're still in spider form. She's kind of muttering to herself. Maybe I do just let him burn the house down. Done with it. Oh, hi.
Hey.
Yeah, hi. Welcome.
Hey, I have an idea I'm gonna try that I've never tried before this moment in time right now.
Perfect. That sounds great. Should I go downstairs?
No, don't go down there.
Yes, probably.
Should I?
People know the truth down there.
People know the truth down there.
I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna reach in the bag
Okay.
and pour more rose petals.
So on, is it on one or both of them, or is it an area?
It's an AoE.
A 20-foot area, and it goes off current HP. So
20-foot area. Okay.
It's pretty big.
You're about.
I'm to put more civilians to sleep.
Yeah. So, let's see. You walk in.
I also need to borrow some D8s, please.
They're on the wall.
I
Back
need
to
3.
Right. They're about 10 feet from you at the wall.
10 feet from?
Yeah, they're 10 feet from you at the wall.
Alright, so just put it like 5 feet in front of me.
Okay.
And just put the rest out the back side of the wall.
Okay.
Just onto the street.
All right. And what do they have to do for sleep?
Nothing. It just goes off their current hit points. If I roll
okay.
these, and whatever I roll is how many hit points I can affect.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
8, 11, 16, 17, 22.
22.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly, the two spiders revert back to their red, scaly imp forms and fall to the ground to sleep.
Holy shit.
Are you fucking kidding me?
It
Was
worked.
that easy?
How long does that last?
Andelin perks up. You got him.
Till they take damage or someone uses an action to wake them up.
You got them.
All right. Somebody
Can we
kill
put
one
those-
of them.
What do we do now? What do we do?
Jars.
Jars.
That's a good idea.
Jars.
Something with a good secure lid.
Yeah.
Jars. Ginger. What do you need? What? Jars. 2 big jars. Lids. Tight lids. Get them. Go. He's okay. And he goes down and he's pulling boxes open downstairs and he's rummaging through stuff and he manages to find 2 big, basically like 2 big pickle jars. And he says, okay, here you go.
Yeah, I'll
I
take
grab
one.
one, but it's like really big.
It was big for him too. He's a halfling as well. So yeah, okay, you each take one. All right.
I'll try and contain one of the sleeping.
So you're gonna try and.
Yeah.
I will say that both of you go ahead and make a dexterity check for me to try and do this without waking them up.
Dexterity.
Yeah, dexterity check.
Woo. 22. That would, I know nat 20s don't count.
Yeah, but still,
I got
yeah, it
excited.
still feels good when you roll it. Because I mean,
I got 8.
Oh no!
Wait,
I just
Did
added
you-
my dex bonus.
I
rolled a 3.
oh.
Wow.
I gotta run.
Best dex bonus on the books
sorry.
doesn't matter when you roll like
Sorry.
donkey shit.
I'm sorry, oh man. I had a moment.
You were so cool for
My
like 3
hubris.
seconds.
Yeah, I know. It was I got a big head because I did work.
Yeah, you got proud of yourself.
Yeah, this tends to happen.
I've been there. It's
The
all
dice
right.
humbled
to
me.
happen.
So you go to pick up the little sleeping demon thing, and you drop it, and everyone freezes. You could hear a pin drop, but it doesn't wake up. I rolled to see if it would. It didn't wake up. So
Thank God for DMs rolling worse than
You,
players.
you pick it up this time, I'll say, and you do go ahead and get it into the jar and sealed. So wow, all right.
Should we poke holes in the top of the
No.
They transform. No.
It would be a bad.
That was great.
No, I want to leave him out in the sun.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Right in front of the camera.
I kind of want to picture.
Wow. Holy shit.
I kind of want to picture both Quinrin and Andolin saying that at the exact same time.
No! What do you have? A knife. No! Same vibes. Same vibes. No, the last thing that motherfucker needs is an escape route.
So Andolin is standing there, and she walks over to you both, and she says, "Would you set those on the counter for me?"
Hey, they're all yours.
Yes,
Set them on the
they
counter.
are.
They are all yours.
Gendrew,
Cook them.
we're having a
That's
soup.
what I was
You can certainly fry.
Oh no. And then suddenly Quinrin has a heart attack, and it bursts from his chest, and he dies on the spot.
I died happy, you bastards. You can never recover from what I just did.
I can't reach it.
So
I just became the BBEG.
Whatever. you guys grab.
Andolin does look at
Come on,
Gendrew
dude.
and says, "Gendrew, take them downstairs.
Can I go on
I do have a plan for them."
Sorry.
Okay, hold on.
Thank you. I owe you all a great deal. Again.
You're not wrong.
Don't get cocky.
Listen here, Dropsy McDoodles.
It's just a joke.
Drop
It was really no problem.
Whoopsie McDaisy over here.
Glad you set the jars down so quickly. God forbid you drop that too. Anyway, thank you all very much. My husband and I are indebted to you.
Oh, would you mind if we ask you a few questions?
Oh, no, please.
Okay, we're currently searching for a friend of ours. His name is Fidget. He is a very old gnome and a tinkerer.
He stopped in here on his journey through, actually.
Did he seem okay?
He seemed worried.
He's a little man. It's a big world.
Well, the last time we saw him it was slightly weird. That's why I
Yeah.
wonder.
Yeah, did he happen to mention anything while he was in here that might help us track him down?
He said only that he was heading far out of town, and he said he had to make a quick stop in Kalnora before he got to his final location. Where he went, I don't know, but if you were looking, I'd try there.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
Beautiful. Well,
I'll lean over to the rest of the group. Kalnora's the one on the way to that jungle, right?
That's right.
Yes.
brilliant. Beautiful.
All of our leads currently
So now we
point
have
to the jungles.
All
2
of our
hooks to the jungle, 3 hooks to the jungle.
Does anybody need anything while we're here? It seems like a good place to find
Well, I
things.
mean, we did just solve
Might be interested in
our
buying a
problems.
Yeah, a potion or two.
She says, yeah, gladly.
What you got in stock, Anduin?
If you need healing potions, I have them, and for you, 25 gold pieces apiece. Considering how much you've helped us out recently.
I like being helpful.
I will purchase one of
Yeah, I'd like
those.
to buy one.
Those sound
Yes.
useful.
Are there more of those made
Wow.
currently?
I would
Yeah.
like to have one.
Oh, yeah, there are.
Like, they may say otherwise on them for now, but we
Potion
can,
of healing? Who,
Yeah.
who all bought one?
I'm getting one.
I'm gonna get one.
Yeah, same.
Thank you. This is so cool.
I actually
Do you need
currently
any other
have.
dice jars or just the healing
Potion of
ones.
Just the healing ones.
I'll set on down.
Yep. I will have 3 of them after this.
No, I have one. I mean, I own 3 of them, but I don't think
Yeah.
I need 3 jars.
Oh, fair enough.
Just everybody just stacks
Does
up
everyone
as many
have
jars
a
as
jar
possible.
that has one?
Do you have one at all?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
thanks.
There.
Yes. So we all have at least one.
An
Okay.
emergency top off. That's what.
Good.
That's what we
That's all I
need.
wanted.
I've just been out here dependent on my spells and also not getting hit ever, so.
You mean being a coward?
That's what we
No.
No, I'm
No,
just too
being-
small to be in front.
Yeah,
Being a good support character.
being an excellent support character.
Staying out of the way while you all do the things you do best.
Doing neat tricks on the side.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
Only 2 of us should be up front, and neither of
25
them are
gold
you.
from
Yeah.
each of you that bought.
Yes.
Yeah, I already.
Yeah,
cool.
I marked it
Just
down.
making sure.
Oh yeah.
Keeping you honest.
I got 3 potion of healing.
Yep. So do I.
So. Now what?
Sounds like it's time for us to rock and roll.
Yep. About what time would it be now?
It's still just a little afternoon. It didn't take you very long to accomplish your goals.
Yeah, it turns out when you just put everything to sleep, life is easy.
Yeah, you kind of did it.
Can't believe
that
them
was,
little bastards just watched us do that.
that was yeah. That was pretty good. The sleep spell, especially.
good.
That was.
Yeah. I was just going to squash one
How
against the
much
wall
health did
and
they
then
have?
grab the other one.
You don't know, but you imagine probably not much since they're small
Yeah,
creatures.
I mean, I figured.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Should we go ahead and head towards the
Calamari?
olive?
Oh, or the olive.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
we need to head to Kalnora. I've got
No.
a tournament
I was
in
gonna
like
say, and we also have to go back.
a week.
I thought it was
no,
2 weeks.
Yeah, it's 2 weeks. So we could definitely make it to Kalnora, then back within that 2 weeks.
It's only a good day's trip.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Kalnora?
Unless
I thought it was way the fuck
It is.
away.
No,
it's-
clearly it
it's
is.
far.
I'm
If you
mistaken.
look at your map,
It's far.
I don't have one.
Kalnora.
We cannot just zip zap down there. Otherwise, I wouldn't have even needed to go to Galen if it was close.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's like a week or better to Kalnora.
Okay, yeah,
looking
we
at
ain't
your
doing
map.
that then.
No way.
Okay.
We have.
I mean, you
stuff-
guys can go, but I
we have
got business.
obligations.
No. I like the idea of having somebody
Yeah,
big
the
punching around me
Bludgeoneers.
because I'm little and not punchy. I don't do the hurt stuff so good.
We have too many
fair.
loose ends to
Turns-
just go
I get
there.
hurt often.
Turns out I need someone around me to hurt stuff a lot for some reason.
And I don't mind being that. You seem nice enough.
It's the butter. Butter.
It's the butter.
And I can't help it. No, a fellow culinarian.
You lead
Gordon
off
is not a
strong.
culinarian. Gordon just really
Gordon
likes
just
food.
likes food.
She just really likes food. But,
Consume, yes.
An enthusiast.
yes, she's a food enthusiast.
However, the orchard is like a day and a half's travel. Day and a half's
Okay.
travel.
Let's go to the orchard.
I would like to possibly. There's got to be a place to buy like some like meat and produce, yeah.
Meat?
Sure. You can probably get something.
Schmeat schmart?
There's probably a
You can probably get something to go from the goat.
I don't necessarily want to get something to go. I want to get some stuff.
Yeah, you don't ever cook for
Like,
this
in-
culinary
Well, yeah, well, it's almost like that's what I'm working on
You want
here.
ingredients.
Yeah, I want to pick up some stuff. So, I mean, it's like you said.
Happen to be standing. I believe you all haven't left yet. Inside of
The
home
Spice
of
Master's
someone
home.
who
Yeah.
cooks.
Yeah, so I'm looking to, I'm trying to get a little something, because if we're going to go out, I don't want to eat hard rations again. I'm tired of pooping nuts.
I'd gladly chip in for some road food.
And
whatever.
it's like a day and a half out. We can have a good dinner tonight, and then we can eat like crap later if we have to. Maybe we get lucky, we land in the olive orchards, we get a decent meal before we come back. It's not so bad.
I mean, the place we're heading seems to probably have some good food. Don't know if they'll share it with us, but
that's it. I'm here for the olives, and this is the first olive adjacent thing we're gonna do. So yeah, I'm interested in picking up some, rudimentary root vegetables, large hunk of roastable meat.
Does this all go into the bag of holding?
It seems like the most efficient way.
There's plenty of room in there. Got flowers and a firearm.
Got flowers and a cat peas.
Flowers and a firearm sounds like a 2000s
Like an
Midwestern
emo
emo
band.
album.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. It
Flowers
does.
and a firearm.
Oh, no.
A bouquet and a blicky.
No.
There's 3 songs about
No, you
Ohio.
guys are mistaken.
This is an Alkaline Trio album, isn't it?
God damn it.
I kind of need more roses, to be honest.
All right. So, are you asking Gendru?
Yeah.
Sure. Gendru. He says, well, if you're looking for something specific, honestly, most of the fresh meat in town comes from what's his name?
What's his name? Give me a name.
Right? Althea's husband. Abram. Most of the fresh meat in town comes from Abram. He's quite the hunter, actually. He spends a lot of time out in the woods when he's not at the goat working, and you can get it from him if you're looking for something specific. We've got a garden that I get a lot of my vegetables from, and I'd be willing to share what I've got.
That would be fantastic.
Well,
I'm
sure.
absolutely willing
We've got
to
some
compensate.
some surplus at the moment.
You have
So
any squirrel berries?
what are those?
Nobody knows. Nobody
If you don't know,
knows.
don't worry about it.
No, now I'm worried.
No.
Now I have to know. What are squirrel berries? Would they be good in the soup?
It's not worth it.
No, it's very worth it. Now I'm intrigued.
Apparently, they're very good in pies.
Oh, pies.
He's
You like pies?
he makes a special squirrelberry pie.
Oh, do you?
Why would you say that?
Because you do.
Yeah, be proud.
You're gonna call me out on not cooking. I'm gonna call you out on not making one of these damn pies.
Find me a
And be
squirrel
proud of
berry.
your skills.
If you would be willing to share this pie with me, I would be willing to share some of my tricks of the trade too.
Well, now we need to make him one of these
I'll have
pies.
to find some squirrel berries.
Please do.
Okay.
Please.
Well,
Oh yeah, and you need supplies. So here, yeah, it gives you a couple of different. So what are you looking for? Anything specific?
Root vegetable, carroty potato, maybe some like onion-like, maybe leek-like.
Okay.
I want to do like a stew, like over the.
Right. Pretty standard.
Yeah.
Stew stuff.
Yeah.
He's got absolutely all of that, and then he's got some form of small woodland creature meat, some game meat, rabbit kind of deal.
Yeah,
that he offers for you as well. Let's see. He says, and if there's anything else that you're looking for, if you want to get a little strange with it,
strange.
I do like strange.
I recommend just trying things. A lot of edible stuff grows here in Santana. It's
Okay.
pretty abundant.
Is there
Not
anything
here.
we should avoid?
Yeah, the mushrooms.
All of them?
Most of them.
Especially the ones that I was going to shit on accident.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You ever seen a screaming mushroom?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Those. Yeah,
Yep.
stay away from those.
Yep.
They get big.
Yeah.
They get big?
They get big.
They're
Big.
loud.
What do you mean like big? Like
Oh,
like
like
dog sized or
No,
like bear
no,
sized?
like bigger than me.
Bigger
big like
than
you. They
Oh,
get big.
that's a big mushroom.
They get big.
Are they aggressive?
They can be.
But how do they taste?
They don't.
You. That's how they taste. They taste you.
They don't. They don't have taste buds.
They don't.
They just consume.
I'm not even sure they have mouths.
Oh, they scream. There's
I know
that's
they
coming
scream,
out of somewhere.
Trust me. No, I've never seen a mouth.
Bungholes.
It sits in the middle.
Okay, just
Maybe.
be careful where you wander in the woods. Don't
Absolutely.
Don't eat the mushrooms.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so even if I do happen to kill one, don't eat it?
Don't. I mean, if you do, you don't die. Let me know.
We should try one.
Yeah, you should try one.
What if you made somebody else try one?
We could do that.
It's not a good idea.
We could. All right. Well, thank you so very much for the
Of
supplies.
course, no problem.
We are going to get out of your hair and prepare for the second half of our day. Thank you.
All right. Good luck. Good luck on your whatever it is you're doing.
We're not sure either.
Yeah. Good luck on what you're working on too.
Good luck. Thank you.
Are you gonna eat those imps?
Less spice. I don't know.
Didn't we say we were going to keep one of those to try to find somebody?
We did, which is why I was like about
Yes,
the whole.
Look,
for
here's the
breathing.
thing about it is if we let them keep the imps, we're off the hook.
Yeah, that's true.
What do you mean? Off the hook.
What I mean is we don't have to deal with imps. I don't want a haunted wagon.
Nobody wants a haunted wagon. But do these things talk?
Is that
Shouldn't we
common?
try to talk to them maybe and see if they know anything about...
Are haunted wagons common?
I feel...
If you have imps, they are.
I can't imagine it's a good time.
This is only my second wagon I've ever had. I didn't
Oh.
know that it was a thing. If
Yeah, you don't want to get a haunted wagon.
You definitely
The
don't want
resale
haunted-
value goes way down.
down,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're going to have trouble unloading
Yeah.
that.
Gotta protect my investment.
Pretty poor ROI.
Can't.
I feel like
Whoa,
with
what
two
you got
holy
there's a
people
haunted
in my
wagon.
group-
Hey, you got yourself a haunted wagon.
Would you do that with your
Yeah.
weapon?
So, yeah, should we try to interrogate one of these little things before we just let them get consumed?
First off, there's no guarantee they're gonna get consumed, and secondly, I want to try it.
Let's just hold them next to the fire and tell them if they don't talk, then they're going in it. Just the
Wouldn't they
jar.
be comfortable with the fire?
I mean, they are redskin devils.
I don't know.
I don't know anything about a red
Yeah,
skin
see,
devil.
that's I don't know anything about them either, and that's why I'm very willing to let them deal with them.
You know, I'm starting to think that we may have approached this without enough prior research.
Well, it's not like you can just go get a book about them.
A book about them!
Is there a library in the Rhine?
I don't think there's a literacy rate in the Rhine.
Well, we learned.
the literacy rate is ill.
I think this is session 11. This is the first time you all have asked about anything in this town that wasn't the 3 places that you've already been.
It's because we assume that's all
Oh,
there
come on,
was.
we've been to at least 5 places
4
here.
places.
Okay.
I was gonna say we went to the general store.
Practically had to force you into fucking Valen's, but you went.
So, is there a library?
No.
You
guys never go
Are there anywhere there is to go?
So,
The general store will have a book.
so what other notable locations are there in
Yeah,
the
you can go
fine
ask Langley's dad about
Rhine town?
In the Rhine itself, there's not a ton, actually. It's a
Alright.
relatively small town. There aren't a lot of specialty shops. There are a couple of farms. There's obviously the shops that you all have visited, including the general store. There's a fishmonger you all have not been to. Let's see what else.
If you get fish. Sushi.
The fuck is sushi?
I don't know, it's just a word I heard one time.
There's a guard barracks.
Guards.
There are guards. There have been guards around the ride.
Yeah, because we gave him that body.
Yeah, we gave him a dude once.
Sparsely. Yeah,
I forgot all about the
guards
the
in the
guards.
Yeah, the guy we turned the ewes into. And they gave him back.
That was the mayor.
I assume y'all are asking Andolin.
Yeah.
Since you're still there.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
says,
yeah.
if you're looking to just get out for a while and go see something, there's always the dwarves.
The what now?
The dwarves.
The dwarves. They live just to the west of the Rhine in the Ridgeneck Mountains.
What's a dwarf? What do they do?
Jory is a dwarf.
Yeah, you know it.
Oh.
That wasn't a halfling like you. That was a different guy. Different kind of guy.
What are the dwarves?
They're dwarves. They live in a mountain kingdom to the west of here.
Oh.
They don't need to come out of it very often since they have most everything that they want, but every now and again they do trade.
Okay.
Their kingdom is open.
Well,
How far away from the Rhine is it?
Not far. About a half a day's travel.
Oh.
How did we not know about
Yeah.
We didn't ask.
this? All that time at the goat and we didn't know
I
I
that.
know,
didn't
all
see a
that's-
single sign that said like this way to the dwarves.
this way to the dwarves.
No.
Nah.
You should really advertise that. They should
Yeah,
advertise
it's no
like
wonder
this.
they don't get a lot of foot traffic.
Well, I mean,
Maybe that's by design.
They don't much need it. They've been here longer than, anyone else except maybe the Tabaxi.
Okay.
I wonder if Fidget would have interest in seeing them.
Where is
The
it?
dwarves or the tabaxi?
Though it's
Either.
supposedly the Tabaxi were born from the earth or born from a god here in Cetera in the jungle itself.
They're closest to Melora. That's why I have to meet them.
Ah, okay.
That makes perfect sense.
The
Well, that's not
dwarves-
why I
I
have to
think.
meet them, but that's part of why I want to meet them.
It's said that the Rhine actually sits on top of the ancient ruins of the original dwarven kingdom that sat here long ago. Something
Right,
happened
with the mountain face being all.
It's a big stone beach.
Big stone,
It's
yeah.
just a huge stone gravel beach.
Where'd they come from?
Where did
Fallen
they go?
Kingdom.
Supposedly that kingdom was shaken to the ground. Once stood here a great hollow mountain that housed their kingdom. Something happened long ago that shook it to the ground and forced them out of it. And now they live in the mountain range to the west of here.
Okay.
Well, that's great to know. Thanks, Andolin.
Sure.
I learned something today.
So where should we go next?
I got a cat hair in my nose.
Oh.
Really messing with me. Every time I speak, it like vibrates in there and makes me want to like shed a man tear.
You're making my
see.
nose itch just talking about it.
Well, it feels fantastic.
Those damn tabaxi. Always shedding.
I would say probably we want to go to the olive orchard first, right? Take care of that. And then we can swing back this way, check out the dwarves on the way, since we'll already be on the road. I'm just spitballing ideas.
This seems like a pretty decent
I was
itinerary.
about to say, if people hate this itinerary, feel free to supply me with a different one, and I will take your input.
Seems good.
Oh yeah, we all agree.
Heck yeah.
I think we should go to Kalnora after the fight.
I agree.
I think that holds a lot of interest for near everybody here. I want to know what's going on with this demon captain of yours now.
Me too.
Yeah. And I know you want to go to Kalnora because that's closer to the jungle. And as long as we can get permission from your cousin or dad or whoever he is who keeps bossing you around.
Uncle Daddy?
Uncle Daddy.
Hey there, Uncle Daddy.
I heard that phrase before on a vampire show. My cousin was watching it, and it was the weirdest thing I remember. I'll remember it later.
But yeah, so we've got a small collection of things to do. I'm down to do it in this manner if you guys are.
Yeah.
So, Orchard first.
Yeah. Yeah.
You said it's about a day and a half
About a
away?
day and a half.
Mhm.
So then we'll spend about 2 days going back towards the dwarves. Roughly.
Yeah.
Then a half day back.
So, 3-day trip out and then a day trip to the dwarves and back.
Yeah, as we continue our laying low and out of Galen.
Hard to catch us if we're not even in a town. Alrighty. Do we need to pick up any more supplies?
I don't know, do you? Need to visit a fishmonger? Want a fish?
I actually
One
think
whole fish, please.
I think we might have to visit a
The
blacksmith
head
real
stays
quick.
on.
Yeah, that's where all the good stuff's at.
Well, I'm gonna need to cook this
It's
in
not
something.
quite crunchy enough without it.
Oh.
You can't make a stew over the fire,
Is that a pot?
because the broth keeps putting out the fire.
You're just holding it in your hand.
Oh damn! Oh damn! Oh piss! 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 Piss!
Oh.
Start over.
So yeah, so you don't have any cooking equipment.
No, we don't have any cooking equipment.
You didn't come with cooking equipment?
Um,
Where's all your cooking equipment?
Just the butter in
I
his own
didn't
bag.
come with a thing to carry stuff, so the
Oh.
thought of carrying around a lot of extra iron.
Well, we
was-
have a wagon. It's
We
not
do.
even haunted.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. We haven't messed that part up.
Yep, just you
Not
wait.
yet.
It's gonna be the most haunted wagon you've
Oh, it's
seen.
gonna be tainted.
Just absolutely crawling with ghosts and ghouls.
Absolutely miserable with the undead.
Just lousy with it. So yeah, you make your way back to Jory's, and he's still out there working. Yeah,
Well, good.
Not on that same anchor anymore. He looks like he finished the anchor. Now he seems to be making lengths of chain.
Perfect. Well, I will walk up and give him the good old-fashioned greeting. Give him a little hello, and let him know that
He stops what he's doing and says, "All right, welcome back." And he sort of wipes his hands on his apron and he grabs your hand and shakes it. It's rough and stiff, and now your hand is blackened.
that's fine.
And he says, "Right, well, what can I do for you?"
So it has come to my attention that I like to eat, but I unfortunately have no cooking equipment. I was hoping I could get a. We're gonna need like a pot or a cauldron of some sort, a couple of skillets, you know,
Tripod.
Right, well,
a tripod. Yeah.
come with me on inside. And he leads you inside, and he says, "I've got this." He shows you this pretty miraculous setup. It's a cast iron rack that comes across, up with some fancy decorative knotwork on top. It comes straight down and out on either side with 2 feet with little spikes in it. Looks like it stakes into the ground. It's got hooks that hang from it, and it's got a couple of cast iron pans, a couple of cast iron ladles and utensils that hang from it. Next to it is a tripod with a couple of S hooks on it and a cauldron that hangs from that. And he says, "Right, well, this is the top of the line.
That's
This is the
everything.
suite.
That's a kitchen and a half right there.
And well, it's absolutely for sale.
I'm absolutely interested. What would you have for it?
For everything, I would say 150 gold.
150 gold.
I'll chip in on it.
Yeah, I'll throw
Yeah.
down. We're all gonna eat out of it,
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah, sure. Who wants to chip?
I could throw like 30.
Yeah, I'll toss 20 in.
So we got 50. We're down.
I'll throw in 30.
He says if you got a cart, the S hooks double. As hooks, you can hang everything from the side of the cart.
Perfect, because we do.
Nice designing.
I thought ahead. Do a lot of traveling. Gotta eat.
So we're 70 down. I've got 50 for it. You want to do?
That was 80. That was
Yeah, I
80.
did
50
30.
between those two, another 30, that's 80.
It's 50, right?
Yeah, 20, 30, 30.
That's 80.
That's
Oh,
80.
that's 80.
Yeah.
Nah. Okay.
So we've got 70 left.
We've got 70 left. I'll throw what? I'll throw 50 at it.
All right, yeah, I'll throw the other 20.
Okay. You all have purchased yourself a full outdoor kitchen. You now have cookware, utensils, a rack, a tripod.
Yeah, I can die now. My adventure's over. I own everything I need in life.
You can now, as long as you have your wagon to travel with, that you can store everything in,
Why am I
you
using
have
this
a
awful
mobile
pencil?
kitchen to take with you.
It's lovely. I love it.
Putting the party an adventuring party.
Yeah.
All right. Now we just need a mobile brew station, and we're doing fine.
Mobile brew station. Well, you know,
Like a still?
I've not made a still because it's hard.
It's tricky, and the results are devastating if it's not done right.
Yeah, so
But
I've
fidget
not
can
done
make
that.
one.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all.
I'm sure we could make mead easily enough.
It's your turn for the lap.
Yeah, I had to
He's
take
trying.
it. Oh my god, he's so wobbly.
So yeah,
He's being so
Don't
sweet.
bite this time.
maybe we should break this down and get to our cart, and at the very least load it on the side of the cart so we don't have to carry it through town any longer.
Right. It can stay here till you bring your cart round.
Oh,
and
perfect.
I'll
That's
be
even
loaded
easier.
on.
That's even easier. You're such a great man. Thank you so much. Rick.
I do what I can for the business.
Hey, well, you're my favorite blacksmith.
The only blacksmith you've met.
He doesn't know that.
No, he's not the only blacksmith
No,
you've
didn't
met.
we meet
Yeah,
him
You
in
met
Galen?
one other.
Yeah, I
you
was
met,
about to
you met
say.
one in Galen. That's true.
The cutting edge.
Yeah.
This is my favorite store on the Citadel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Perfect. So, yeah, do we want to go to the fishmonger? Would you guys like a fish stew?
That's completely up to you.
Yeah, I don't know much what to do with fish other than just eat them.
I was gonna say, I know we already have game.
Yeah, I was about to say, we've got game. We can meet the fishmonger next time. We'll
Sure
be
thing.
back.
Sounds good.
We do some trout on a stick over a fire. I hear the hobos love it. River trout.
We're like hobo.
We're like kind of hobo.
Well, I mean, I don't have a house, and I travel with all my shit on my back.
The guys say, are we officially hobos?
I'm
at
one
this point?
bindle away from being a stereotype.
It's true. You still don't have anything really to carry any of your things in.
I got a backpack.
That's
you
true.
can move
yeah,
in with
backpack.
me. Don't worry, I have a house.
I gotta get me a
We can all
bindle.
move. We can all live together in my house. It's cool.
How big
Take
is
all
your
the
house?
strays in.
You need a poke.
I mean, it's big enough to hold 5 people, like standing.
Cool.
The
yeah.
floor might fall out of it. I don't know.
All right. So,
Anyways,
if I remember correctly, the cart was delivered to the goat,
Yeah.
along with our ass and mule,
Yes. Ass and
that's my.
Deborah
Yes.
and Meshuggah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Deborah and Mushy.
Debs and Mush.
Good.
This makes me happy.
I'm scooting in, buddy.
So you go retrieve your cart. It is in fact at the Ivory Goat, all in the stable. Debs and Mushy seem pretty happy. Pretty well taken care of.
Good.
They're familiar with this place.
And
I'm gonna feed them ball bearings.
Did you say ball bearings?
Christ almighty.
Mulberries.
He said,
No, I said
He
ball
said
bearings.
ball bearings.
He definitely said ball bearings.
That's what I heard. I was
They
like,
don't even squeak though.
You go back to
Magnetize
Jory's,
your
and
donkey.
he does help you load up the large new outdoor kitchen,
Perfect.
and you all can now make your way out of the rind if you so choose.
Hell yeah.
Unless
That's
you wanna
what I
go to the
choose to do.
fishmonger. or back to a bar, or to just stay at the Goat for another night for shits.
Abandoning all rest of campaign
Sure.
to hang out at bar.
Do whatever you want to do.
You know, I used to be an adventurer.
Yeah.
We will roleplay another hour and a half of stories from Valen Rodrast if you all go back into that bar and that's what you want to do.
God, I kind of do. Like, I really kind of do.
I
but
noticed
we've already made an itinerary.
I have a note here from last session that says Valen, bartender at the Bilge, is a talker.
Is a talker.
Yeah.
He's a story man.
He's got them. He's got the stories.
Yeah, I think it's time to head out of town and head towards the olive orchard. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. I'm excited to potentially find somebody who might know something about this. The idol, my idol.
I want to try an
Quinwin
olive.
just really wants those olives.
Listen,
I'm
I wanna
also
try
a
one.
little
Listen.
excited about olives.
I'm going to tell you right
Never
now
had
that
one,
if you
but-
keep pointing out my ulterior motives, I'm going to oversalt yours.
Ooh.
I don't even know what that
Oversalt.
would mean.
No, oversalt. I love a flavor.
Just walking around with salt lick on a stick.
Oh, man.
Nope.
My sister.
Ugh.
Have you ever gotten curious and just licked the salt lick?
Yeah,
Yes.
Nope.
100%.
Nope, I 100%. I have
Absolutely
touched
have.
one
Yeah.
and knew what it tasted like through osmosis. I could taste it. I was like,
I feel like you
Why
gotta,
do
you gotta
deer
give
like
it a little
this?
You gotta lick it.
I've tried the salt lick.
I definitely
I've
did.
licked both of my salt lamps.
I understand that.
Yeah.
I've also licked a salt lamp, and
Aren't those
I've
bad?
convinced more than one person to also lick theirs.
It's actually salt.
Like, it is like,
Wow. That's awful.
Hey, come in here, lick this lamp.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, come lick my lamp.
my
The problem is
reaction
when
was
your
very
dingbat
different.
cat
I licked
sees
it.
it and now you've got little divots licked into
yeah,
it.
we don't want that.
I licked it, and I was like, "What else would I expect?"
Yeah, I
of
don't
course
know
it
what I
was.
It's salt.
Yeah, it is.
Just
Yep.
chipping some of it off and grinding it up for dinner.
Block of salt, huh? I'll be the judge of that.
I'm not gonna lie, man.
Salt.
My
it's
problem at
salt,
work is
salt.
the synthetic greases.
Oh no! Don't,
We got
eat
one that
those.
looks like it's apple flavored.
It's not.
But it looks like
that
it's
is
apple
not.
flavored.
Alright, anyway, you all are leaving the Rhine now. You are on the road out of the Rhine before anyone gets any more ideas about tasting things they shouldn't. Don't lick the cart. So, yeah.
Hey, that fucking windshield wiper fluid smells like Kool-Aid.
Everybody
It
roll a
does.
d20
It smells so sweet.
because you are currently traveling a path you have never traveled before.
Is this a survival?
It is a survival. It's sort of
Oh.
a group survival check, so...
Okay.
Do you want us
14.
to add the bonus? Or
10.
Dirty 20.
5d20, okay. 19.
10.
5.
Okay,
Nice.
roll a d6 for me, please.
Oh,
Having
great,
trouble out
dude.
on the road. 3.
3. The trail is bumpy,
No. My butt hurts.
but it's
All Quinrin's milk is now butter.
Oh, it's been churned.
You had milk?
It's been unchurned.
For how long?
It's got its cheese now. I
Uh,
brought it from home.
And after about a day's travel, it is now starting to get dark. And you can either continue to push on through the night since you know you've made it most of the way there, about another half day's travel ahead of you, or you can stop for the evening.
I feel like we shouldn't show up at this guy's house in the middle of the night.
No.
Yeah.
Let's go camp in that fort. Where we, you know.
You actually wouldn't be too far from the fort where you currently are.
We wouldn't be able to get the cart there, though, would we?
Is there a road that runs to it?
We
don't
walked
know.
down a path, but I don't know if it was wide enough.
It wasn't. That's why we had to seal everything up.
I thought we did that because it would be quieter.
No, we couldn't get the.
I went through the
Wagon
woods
through the
and
trees.
followed.
Because it's just really, you can't sneak up on somebody with like a braying donkey. Like, you just can't. doesn't happen.
Well, we at least know there's probably no bandits in this area, so we could just camp.
Yeah, I don't think we should go to the fort. It feels like something might have moved in the time being.
Yeah, error and opportunity. There goes the air.
It would be fast, but we did burn everything, so it's not like there's anything in there decomposing to inhibit anyone from moving in.
It's true.
Yeah, there was a lot of fire. That was me. I did all of that. I'll admit it. It was fun, too. Yeah, I'm down to pull over here and cook and watch Merlin steal things off the tabletop.
Good.
And then look at it like, why are you down there now?
Good.
I really liked the wind up on that. He was like,
He loves to knock stuff off of tables.
yeah, I've noticed.
Why would there he goes again.
Why would I take this joy from him?
So, you all start to make camp and get ready to bed down for the night. Is there anything anyone would like to do before going to sleep?
I mean,
If not,
No.
is anyone going to take a watch?
I'll take first watch.
I'll do second.
Okay.
say third.
I'll
Third
go next.
All right. Let's go ahead and make a perception check for me. Whoever's taking first watch.
21? 21.
21. The night's pretty quiet. Your watch goes by unimpeded. It's time for the next one.
Trying to get some sleep.
19.
19. The air isn't still, but there's not a ton of noise coming from the wilderness around you. It's pretty calm. Your watch also goes without event. Merlin. It says, take notes. Watch number 3.
So good at watch. 5.
5. Yeah, I know. It's gonna be 5. I can feel it in my fucking brain.
I'm so good at watch. Let's go get
Zoned
screamed
out
at by a
again,
mushroom.
didn't
You are pretty zoned out. And you realize you may have started your meditation a little early. You just sort of shake your head and wonder how long you've been at watch. You figure you just go ahead. It's probably time. You can go ahead and wake up the next guy. That's the end of your watch.
Good. I'm the best at watch. I do it so good.
Watch number 4.
What check is this?
Perception check.
7.
7.
I am also very good at watch.
Not as good as me.
I can't see shit at night, so it just makes sense, really.
It's pretty dark. You're pretty focused on a small moving shape out towards the road.
There may be berries on
Not
that maybe
real
squirrel.
sure what it is, but all your reason tells you it's a frog. But the night might be playing some tricks on your eyes because it doesn't really look like a frog.
I'm just gonna keep watching it and just sit there.
All right, and soon it's just be hopping in the moonlight out on the road.
Oh, to be a frog in the moonlight. I
Gillian.
say that literally.
It stops as you say that out loud.
Do you hear me?
Suddenly, you see 2 glowing eyes looking at you.
I don't think frogs have glowing eyes, do they?
About that time, something comes swooping from the sky and snatches the frog right from where it was sitting and disappears into the night.
You cost that frog's life.
I feel like that's a bit drastic.
If he wouldn't have said anything, the frog would have carried on his way, and he would have been well hidden.
Look, I fucking bled a paladin dry. I feel bad about that frog.
And the rest of your watch goes relatively uneventful.
You know, it's not
Nature's
long.
scary, man.
It is. Nature's brutal.
Damn nature, you scary.
The dawn arrives, and you all seem to be no more worse for wear.
I thought you said the dong arrived.
The dawn arrives.
Oh, God!
The dong has arrived.
You may continue your journey, unless there's anything anyone would like to do this morning.
Hey, is Gillian okay?
In the first...
I'm gonna pull him out of my bag. Just set him down.
Okay, cool.
He seems to be just fine.
That's
He
good.
hops
Just
a couple of
making
times.
Sure. Just making sure.
He hops.
He
up.
lets out a mechanical croak.
That thing's weird.
No, he's
Boing.
friendly.
He begins to hop closer to you. Boing. Boing.
Back up. I'm like really
Boing.
freaked out by it.
You look down and his eyes are glowing blue. You can see them almost swirling with like some sort of magical essence inside of them.
Is it gonna hurt me?
No. He's just a guy.
I'm gonna just like poke it. I understand now. Checks
That's
out.
amazing interaction.
Communication.
Why do I have so many pets?
know what
I've got
you do.
3.
You do.
I just now
His chin
realized.
sitting on the table.
So,
Buddy.
anything else?
I'm going to take a quick look around the area for any, I guess, herbal vegetation.
Sure, make a survival
Forageables.
check.
You know, yeah, I'm going to forage off into the
You're
woods.
gonna. It's called.
I'm so fucking good at being in the woods. I'm so good. Nothing screams at me ever
Oh yeah.
and causes fucking scarecrow to randomly appear.
When Jory shook your hand, I was thinking that's probably the dirtiest that hand's ever been.
Yeah, you'd be right.
I'm making a what kind of check here?
Survival.
Survival check. 14.
Yeah. You do end up finding a couple of wild herbs that you recognize, actually.
His eyes are
Nothing
rolled
too
back.
crazy, nothing too special, but you do find a couple of things that you recognize pretty immediately that you think would go good with maybe a couple things that you have in your bag that you could whip up.
Perfect. So I'm gonna write down
Some things like
herbs.
something like similar to sage, rosemary, things like that. Some wild carrot.
Some parsley and
Wild
thyme.
carrot.
Delish.
Good, excellent, fantastic.
You managed not to step on any screaming mushrooms.
That's more my concern
Nicely done.
nowadays.
So,
We didn't have these back at home, or at least I didn't have these back at home.
if there's anything else you all would like to do, feel free. Other than that, it is about a half a day's ride to
To the farmhouse.
to the house.
Perfect.
I'm gonna carve my name into a tree.
Why
All
did
right.
you do that?
Go for it. Make a dex check.
The druids. The druids are going to be so mad at
20.
you.
20? Fuck yeah, you do. Yeah, you carved your
All
name
right.
in there.
I want it to look really nice. Too.
Oh yeah, it looks great.
Yeah.
Finnegan.
Yeah.
Beautiful. It's even almost in filigree. And you got like a little
Perfect.
design around the top and around the bottom. Looks good.
This might be my best work. Does anyone else want their name written on the tree?
Nope.
I think
I'm
I'm
okay.
good.
I don't need the druids mad at me.
Petty vandalism isn't really my shtick. Just throwing bottles in the alleys, spray painting my name on the
Tossing fucking
wall,
bikes in the river.
fucking throwing shopping carts off the bridge.
All right, so you guys continue on your journey to the orchard, and you start to realize that the woods are slowly stopping to become so wild, and the trees start to seem a little more purposefully placed. They begin to line the road in equal distances, patterns.
Oh,
And then as
landscaping.
you get further down, they begin to arch towards into the road. Further down, they arch further in until they almost seem to be growing together to form a canopy that surrounds you. And you get to, at the end of this tunnel where it's been relatively dark, the light shines through at the end of it, and it is now a large open expanse with lots of topiary bushes all along an open field with a long path that seems to lead to a large 3-story estate that you can see just off in the distance. You are pretty sure that is the Draylen estate.
Hey, I'm pretty sure that's the Draylen estate.
I was thinking that was the Draylen estate.
Yeah.
It feels like this is probably the Draylen estate.
Very
About that
inquisitive.
time, a guard waves and says, "Welcome to the Draylen estate."
I knew
We
it.
made it to the Draylen
Damn,
estate.
we're getting good at this.
Yeah. Didn't get lost once. Adventuring.
And
Alright.
he just watches you as you go on.
Thank you.
Well, Quinrin,
Is
would
it?
you like to take the lead on this?
Yeah. Would it be all right if we went up to the estate?
Please, make your way to the front gate.
Thank
Front
you,
gate
sir.
it is.
Here we go.
All right. Y'all continue along the path to what is in fact the front gate. There is a large fence that runs the perimeter and a big wrought iron gate. And a guard halts your cart as you approach with another one standing on the other side of the gate. He says, "State your business."
I'm here to talk to Eris Draylen about an artifact that I found that I thought he might be interested in.
Oh, very good. Is he expecting you?
No.
Hmm.
I wasn't sure how to get in contact with him, so we just sort of came here.
Well, lucky for you, he's not got a very busy day. So, head on in. I'm sure he'll be excited to see. So as he opens the gate, you all pull in. There's a large, round road that leads around a very large fountain that seems to be running in the middle of this this large front garden area. Off to either side, there's large expanses of garden with garden walls that come up rather high to sort of block either side of the estate, with large vines that run down both of the walls, and the house itself is just absolutely gorgeous. Just think, countryside vineyard estate. Large pillars out in front, 3 stories, a widow's walk around the top story, shutters along the outside, many windows that go all the way around the house, a large wraparound porch with a grand staircase that leads up to the front door, which is double doors, 2 sets, in fact, of double doors that open to this very large house. And it is rather opulent. And you are greeted at the front door by a member of what appears to be a form of servant staff or wait staff or something of that nature, white-gloved staff, who and says, it's a shorter gentleman. Excuse me. Shorter gentleman with pointy ears, a halfling, very light pale skin, kind of sunken in eyes. He says, "Welcome to the Draylen estate. If you're here to see Master Draylen, please step inside and wait. He will be with you momentarily."
Thank you. And I guess that's what we're gonna do.
They open the door for you as you approach it.
Perfect.
And you go inside, and on the inside is a grand foyer. Large, open tile on the floors that create almost a mandala design, with a big podium in the middle that has a large plant growing on top of it. And further past that, there is a large staircase that seems to sweep in from the sides, go up, and then lead in either direction around to create almost a balcony around for the second floor. There's a large chandelier that hangs above you that seems to be glowing with magical light, not candlelight.
Fancy.
Oh yeah, it did vary. Very. And about that time, approaching the top of the stairs, you all notice someone who makes your blood run cold and your stomach sink because you swear you are looking at your commander, Eros Draylen. But he's dressed in very nice clothing.
They must be twins.
That's called being a rich kid.
And his hair's a little longer. And he doesn't seem quite as well built or in shape.
Alright, so I would recognize this as not my commander, but someone who looks remarkably like him.
Remarkably. Almost identical. And as he comes down the stairs, he says, "Welcome. Welcome to my home. What can I do for you? You, obviously, must work for my brother."
Aye, sir.
Why are you all here?
Well, we saw your amazing collection in town, and I've been carrying around a rather mysterious artifact basically my whole life.
You had a stop at the museum in Galen, did you?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Lovely. What did you think of my my rather pristine collection?
Beautifully laid out, gorgeous architecture.
Unlike it anywhere else. Finely tuned, finely collected, finely crafted, and honed by myself and my brother.
Yeah, you do amazing work.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you.
very lovely.
So rather than ingratiate me, what is the artifact that you wish to present?
And I will show him the idol.
Okay. He says, "May I?"
Oh, absolutely, of course.
He takes it and he looks it over and he fucking pulls out a jeweler's loop, sticks it in an eye, and he's looking it over and he says, "Oh yes. Ah, oh, very nice, lovely. Well, look at that. It is a magnificent shape." He says, "Ancient Kinau Islander. Not particularly rare, but astonishing shape. Yes, I'll buy this."
No, it's not for sale.
Come now. Everything's for sale. Why else would you come here?
Because I didn't know what it was. And you seem like someone with the knowledge to alleviate me of that question.
Well, now you know.
And I really appreciate it.
Yes. I would also appreciate it. What's it worth to you? Everyone has a price.
This is literally priceless.
We'll see. In the meantime, while you're here, please, you're my guests. Allow me to treat you to, well, all of this, as he gestures to his house.
Thank you.
Yes, of course.
Now, how would you all like to try some olives?
I would love to try some olives.
I've
Very
been
good.
hearing so much about these olives.
He snaps and someone comes in and there are a tray of olives. There are 3 different kinds of olives. And each of them have a different something in the middle of them. He says, "Please, help yourselves."
I'll try one of each.
Also, he snaps twice, and then someone arrives with a tray full of glasses and begins to hand you each a glass, and then starts to pour wine for each of you. as
Lovely.
You are standing there.
How opulent.
Thanks.
Ah, very good. Now, if you'd like to have a walk with me, I'd love to show you the place.
I'll take a walk.
Good.
Of
Follow
course.
me.
I'll
And he
take a
begins
walk.
to lead you around. He says, "My family has been here for many generations. We established a small orchard and
worked our fingers to the bone from there. We began providing the olives to Galen, having established such a close relation to the town as far as distance is concerned. And when Galen became popular, so did our olives. We were able to build up from our singular farm to this grand orchard you see in front of you today. As he's leading you around and talking about all of his things, you notice there are paintings on his walls, sculptures, statues that hang about, suits of armor that line several of his hallways. There are racks with weapons that look very decorative. None of them exactly functional, but incredibly decorative, opulent, almost ceremonial things. Lots and lots of opulence in his house. And as he's leading you on, telling you about it, he finally says, "And now, the piece de resistance." And he throws the back doors open where he's finally led you to, these 2 glass doors that sling open, and he walks you out onto a large balcony that overlooks his entire orchard, that sort of sinks down into a valley where the sun begins to set over it and illuminate the entire orchard, and it's beautiful. He says, "All right, well, can I offer any of you anything else while you are here? Perhaps a cigar, some more wine?"
Do you mind if I ask you a couple more questions?
Oh, please, of course. I will talk about me all day.
Well, you mentioned ancient Kinu Island.
That's right.
What? Where is that? What is that?
Those are the islands to the north of here. The islands between the Menagerie Coast and Cetera. The Kinau Islanders are the natives of the islands. This is very obviously one of theirs.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
Yes, of course. It's think of it as something a parent would gift to a child of a certain age. A trinket, a toy almost.
That makes sense. My father left it for me.
Well, that's wonderful. Is your father from the islands?
I suppose he might be. I don't know anything about him. I've never met him. All I know is he was an orc.
Forgive me for being insensitive, but I would say he's probably not a native islander. But, either way, it's a magnificent story.
Thank you for answering my questions.
Of course, of course. And should you come across anything else like this, I would always be glad to take a look and purchase from you at a generous price, of course.
Of course.
Grook's just kind of standing there, eating olives.
Just steady eating.
Yeah, I ate one and then kind of really discreetly threw it over the edge of the bowl.
I just
wasn't
rolled
a fan.
across the floor.
I really... I'm into olives. I'm into it.
Okay. They're good. They're very good. They're incredibly flavorful. They've got a very good brine. Some of them are stuffed with cheese. Some of them are stuffed with other kinds of olive to sort of blend the flavor together.
Yeah, I'm really stuffed with olive.
They're very good. You can see how this family has been selling these the way they have been, and how they got maybe to where they are. They seem to be quite good at this.
I'm gonna lean over to Quinran while munching on olives. You're like, you were right. We should buy some of these.
Yeah, these are amazing.
I told you, this is the entire reason I left my home and came here.
This is well.
Don't you want to talk to this guy then?
It's kind of like sausage.
He's like Captain Olive.
He is like Captain Olive. The problem with it is I don't exactly have I can't grow an olive orchard because I don't have a place at the moment. I'm sort of in between homes because I was supposed to go home like 3 months ago.
Should you have written to somebody?
It's a strange relationship. This is probably not a bad idea, as I didn't exactly plan to meet anyone or to go on a grand adventure. I was gonna eat some food and then go home after like 2 weeks.
Huh.
Yeah.
Now you're
You know,
friends.
How's that working out for you?
Well, you see, I'm not at any of that.
Nope.
No,
bit.
I didn't do that at all.
No.
Oh, you've been eating food right now.
I have been eating food. You're
Eris
right.
says, well, at least you've got the food thing covered.
I do. This is an absolutely magical and astonishing experience in my life.
Here, I have something for you. And he disappears into the house for a little while. You all are still sitting out on his veranda overlooking the lovely orchard.
Yeah,
And he comes back and he hands you a bottle.
I'm gonna eat the olives that Finnegan isn't eating.
Don't waste that. He hands you a bottle and he says, this is olive oil.
An oil of olives.
It sure is. Cook with it. When you go to sear meats, when you cook with it, use this first. Oil your pans. You'll thank me later.
Well, thank you now. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Now, if there's anything else I can help you all with, I'm sure I could have one of my servants help you with anything that you may need. But in the meantime, I am quite busy, and I do have a lot to do. You are more than welcome to stay for the evening if you'd like.
Oh, hey, we can stay in some fancy digs.
I
Eat
mean,
more olives.
we can eat all the olives.
I'm really hungry.
I'm totally into this idea. Aren't you excited for more olives? I hope we have olives for dinner.
Oh, you'd like more? Please.
Yes.
And another 2 trays of olives
I'm just
come.
in my own personal hell right now.
You don't like boats? You don't like olives? What the hell are you doing here?
You don't drink, don't smoke. What do you do?
You don't drink, don't smoke.
So what do you do?
Knock.
Do you nap?
He is the one that knocks.
Yes.
So, at about that time, Draylin leaves, and you all are left there on the veranda with one of the servant staff standing near the door, waiting in case any of you all would need anything.
Cool. Well, I want to let her know that Eris said it would be cool if we stayed here tonight, and that we would love to be his guests.
He also said I can borrow 50 gold.
Hey, he said take any road on the plane.
Portis is about to die. This is the same servant who's been standing with you the entire time you've been out there. She looks at you and says,
Is he gonna make it there, buddy?
"No, he didn't.
Oh, God, think about
But I can show you to your rooms or bring you more olives." She leans in and looks at you.
He wants olives.
Can I just have some bread or something?
Olives, heard. She Olives, heard. She comes back and sets down another tray. Clack.
Just like sucking the filling.
Like the little bit picking the cheese out.
So
Yeah,
gross.
I'm eating a bunch of hollow olives.
I'm just watching them and slowly eating olives.
I don't care how I get them. I just want them.
They're so small. I can eat so many.
So you all are welcome to stay here tonight if you all would like, or if you would not like, you all can head out again immediately and head back to the Rhine, or wherever it is you want to go, for that matter.
Comfy bed.
Comfy bed indeed.
Comfy
Yeah.
free bed.
Well, before we head off to
I
the
think
rooms,
it's free.
Yeah,
Since
that's true.
we're
We do
obviously
know
gonna stay
it's
here.
free.
I'm going to ask how much a couple jars of olives are going to cost, or would cost.
She says, while you are here, you may eat as many olives as you'd like.
Oh, I was talking about for once we leave.
You'll have to negotiate that with Mr. Draven himself.
Might only sell them by the barrel.
We'll get some jars. And we'll fill them.
Just stuff in my
We'll
purse
fill
with
them
olives.
while we're here because they're free.
Go back and get the jars full
Y'all
of
are like
imps.
the worst hotel guests in the
Yeah.
world. Leave before checkout, still wearing the robe with a fucking purse full of like hotel just fucking bad
Conditioner,
shit. Yeah,
toiletries.
toiletries. You got the hotel coffee maker and all the instant coffee with
Yeah,
you
they
too.
wouldn't put the coffee maker out there if you weren't allowed to take it home.
That's right. It's just for you to have.
Yeah.
It's complimentary.
Travel maker. Yeah.
Complimentary coffee maker.
It
Part of
comes-
the continental
I was going to
breakfast.
say it comes with the continental
If they didn't want
breakfast.
you to keep it, they wouldn't put a price list of stuff in your
Give
room.
me a Coke, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, holy crap.
So you all do eat, and you
I have one
eventually
also.
an olive for Finnegan, please. Go ahead.
I actually hate olives.
Do you really?
I don't like olives.
love olives.
Much. I can eat a few, but I'm not crazy
They're
about them.
acceptable on pizza, and that's really about it.
Fucking
Martinis.
love olives.
Patrick,
Need about
did
1,000
anyone else
olives
need
in a
one?
martini.
Dry.
No more
So,
drinks in this.
the evening begins to set as you all enjoy the fine weather and the view on the veranda, and the night begins to come, and the
Night does what?
you heard me. The servant says, "Now I will show you all to your rooms. Unless, of course, you would all like to sleep together, then I will show you to your room."
Rooms, please.
Sleepover?
No rooms. Rooms, please.
I like my own bed.
Alright. That's fine.
Separate rooms, please.
I don't know if you're a honk shoe kind of guy, but I do know I'll throw a pan at you if you are.
Rooms. Follow me.
I don't know what that means.
She leads you to the guest quarters. There are, in fact, 5 empty bedrooms in this place. Each one of them about the same as the last, but quite a bit nicer than maybe anything any of you all have stayed in so far. They are very well kept, and it doesn't look like anyone really stays in them much. The beds are a little firm, but they're comfortable. The rooms are large. There's a wardrobe, there is a writing desk, there are windows in your bedrooms. Each bed has a canopy.
I also get to feel like princesses.
Yes, yes, you do. There's this is very nice. Very nice rooms.
Is there any, like, toiletries I can steal?
Oh yeah, sure. Sure, of course. Yeah, you go if you want to make your way to the bathroom that's very close by. Yeah, there's decorative soaps, and there's there's little washcloths that are monogrammed, with big D, Draylen. There's olives. There's like towels with like little olives on them and things. That's sure. Yeah, you can snag some of that probably.
I don't want any of that.
But Finnegan doesn't know what any of that stuff is.
That's right. Yeah.
I don't want any of
He's
this
never seen
crap.
any hygiene equipment, but
This is useless.
yeah.
What a butt rag.
Is there a bath?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's happening.
Yeah. There's a couple.
That's totally happened. That hasn't happened in a while, I feel.
It's a freestanding center of the room, brass large tub. The rest of the room itself is decorative tile, and there seems to be some sort of piping or plumbing that comes out of the ground to feed the tub. That comes out of the floor and arches over
Wow,
to a
I've
spout
never
to
seen
feed the
as
tub.
such. Amazing.
There are there's a rolling cart in the room that's decorative and bronzed that has oils and fragrances and soaps and things that are all on the top of it, and on either handle there are washcloths that hang, and then on the far end of the bathroom are several towels on a shelf that are already folded and ready to go.
Fancy. All right.
This is a nice ass house.
Clean enough.
This is a nice ass house. Anything else?
I mean, I'm not that fancy.
I'm gonna jump on the bed.
This is a lot fancier than your.
Yeah, that's
parents'
what I'm
house.
saying.
This is a cut above.
Yeah, this is
where
a cut
you
above
all
a
are
cut
at.
above me.
Yeah.
This is the
easily,
upper crust of the top crust.
Yeah. This is how.
Yeah,
this
we
is how
were like
they live.
upper middle class. Like we did all right.
Yeah. These guys. This is what wealth looks like.
Yeah. Nah, I'm not. This is a little rich for my blood. I'm just gonna wash my booty hole and stare out the window while
I'm jumping on the bed.
Of course you
Got
are.
real good sprawling.
I'm like touching the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Reaching for God.
I'm gonna do a front flip.
Hell yeah.
Is there anything you all would like to get done?
I don't know. I don't think I have anything that needs to be done.
I think
or
it's sleep
necessarily
time.
that I can do here from here.
Big sleep time.
All right. You all go back to your rooms. And you get ready for bed. You get ready for comfy bed. Oh, you shut off your lights and you're laying there and you're starting to fall asleep. Gorna,
Oh, here we go.
your eyes are getting heavy. They start to close. When you hear, that idol did not come from a Kinau Islander. You rocket up in your bed, and sitting at the writing desk is a figure, cloaked in green, with his head covered. All you can see is sticking from the edge of it is a relatively larger nose that kind of pokes out, and some tufts of fiery red hair. That man is a hack.
A hack?
And I know hacks. Trust me.
Who are you?
In due time. But just know, that is no Kinau Islander figurine.
Thank you. Do you know what it is?
In a way, I'll be in touch. And then suddenly, his cloak wraps around in a circle and seems to close in on itself and disappear.
Sick.
The old dad going out for a gallon of milk trick.
I'm gonna pinch myself to
It
make
hurts,
sure-
you're awake.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Does anything? I'm gonna check to make sure my idol's still there.
It is, it's still there.
I'm gonna go to sleep, I guess, as soon as that can happen. Because otherwise I'm gonna stay up for a while thinking about whatever the fuck that was.
Odd experience.
Depression.
Easier to go ahead and hit it while I'm fresh.
Odd experience.
Don't
But
let the old brain bucket do any thinking about it.
if you're not going to do anything about it,
I'm gonna go examine where he was.
the chair is pulled out like someone was absolutely sitting in it. Like as far as you can tell, that happened.
Window's not open or
No,
anything?
window isn't open. The rest of the room is exactly the way you left it.
I'm gonna check the door. Is it locked?
Did you lock it on the way in?
Yeah.
Then yeah,
I'm sleeping in a strange place.
still locked.
Huh. Well, that's disturbing. And mysterious and unanswerable. And I guess I'll have to find out more about it later, and I'm gonna have to try to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Because what else am I gonna do? I got a road trip ahead of me tomorrow. I'm
Okay.
stuffed full of olives. Just laden with them.
You managed to finally eventually fall asleep after wondering what in the hell that was all about. And what he meant by that man's a hack.
Why would he lie to you about it being what it is?
Yeah.
Or is it even true if... Is what this thing told you even true? Either way, you do have to try and get some sleep. And eventually you all do. Very comfy beds. Down pillows.
I'm down.
Heavy blankets. But they breathe. Somehow they breathe. It's amazing.
That's terrifying.
Not like breathe, but like they let air out. They're heavy blankets. They're comfortable, but they're not hot. Which would be very uncomfortable given the climate
Right.
you all are in.
I was about to say we're in a very Mediterranean area. So.
No, they're almost weighted, but they're quite breathable, and you all sleep very well. And as the sun peeks through the windows of your rooms, you all awake to do with what you want here at the Draylen Estate.
I kind of want to leave the Draylen Estate.
I'm going to
Yeah,
put one
same.
of the pillows in the bag of holding.
One of the nice pillows? All right, sure. You can mark down that you have a nice down pillow.
Damn right. Skills bubble. You're just jealous because you can't take one.
Or didn't think to. As I assume you all exit your rooms, what would you all like to do?
Find... Is there breakfast? Is it olives?
There's a servant at the end of the hall who you can talk to if you'd like to. But you've not been given any specific instruction or anything like that. You seem to have just been told that you're welcome here and then been left alone.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So, we're gonna go talk to that servant?
I guess so, yeah.
All right. And it's a slender elven woman standing at the end of the hallway, white gloved, waiting. Just waiting.
Hello there.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Is there breakfast available somewhere?
Of course, please head to the kitchen.
Oh, of course, absolutely. Which way's the kitchen?
Follow me. She then leads you back downstairs, back through a large portion of the estate to the large banquet hall, and says, food will be with you promptly. She leaves. And then a short time later, you are brought out a breakfast spread. Lots of various things. Fruits, meats, eggs. Definitely some olive dishes in there. Lots of it cooked in olive oil.
Change my olives for your hash browns.
There are hash browns. Because root vegetables are very popular here as well. It's quite good.
Deal.
It's a big hearty
Sorry,
meal.
buddy. He flattened out enough I could just scoot him under the table. And then he woke up and he bumped his head.
And about that time, Eris Draylen walks in and says, "Oh, good, you did decide to stay. Wonderful. Well, have you enjoyed your stay here at the estate?
Yeah.
Oh,
Those
absolutely.
pillows are next level.
They're wonderful, aren't they?
Very nice.
Absolutely.
Now, have you reconsidered?
Oh, I never considered in the first place, but I do love the fact that you're offering.
That's a terrible shame. But, as I said before, you're always welcome at the Draylen Estate, especially if you have any more interesting items to show to me or possibly to sell next time. I would be very interested. What was your name again?
Oh, I'm Grook. Grook Iron Tusk.
Very good. I'll be sure to put in a good word with my brother.
Oh, yes. Oh, before we head out, you haven't seen, by chance, an older gnome with white beard, Tinkerer?
Do you mean
Pass.
Fidget Honeybottom?
Yes.
If I could get my hands around that little gnome's neck.
So he hasn't passed this way.
No. No, he has not.
Okay.
So, my brother has sent you to look for him.
Yes.
Has he run? Has he fled finally?
It appears so.
fled. What would Fidget be running from?
A debt?
Oh, he never mentioned that he owed anybody anything.
I'm sure he didn't. Little Codger owes me a rifle. I bought it, fair and square. And now he won't deliver.
That's just
What's a rifle?
It's a large stick that fires a projectile at high velocity. It's an amazing invention. And it's mine. So if you find him, I will be eternally grateful.
Understood. Oh,
Absolutely.
while we have you here, would it be possible to buy some of these olives for the road?
Well, how many were you thinking?
2, maybe 3 jars.
Absolutely not. He snaps his fingers, and a servant disappears. And a little bit later comes back with 3 jars of olives and sets them down. He says, "You may have them."
Thank you so much, sir.
You're very
What a
welcome.
gracious gift. You've
That's
been an
awesome.
amazing host.
Please, tell your friends.
Of course, of course.
Sounds like it's time for us to get back on the
I
road.
don't really have friends. People find me off-putting.
I don't.
Oh, well, thanks.
You're alright, Finnegan.
Oh, that's so nice.
You can't see in the dark,
Hey,
but otherwise
2
you're
for 4 is pretty
okay.
good.
I ordered soup off the menu with you. What is that if not friendship?
Oh my god, yes, I forgot about that.
We both probably ate spit
Soup
soup.
solidarity.
I forgot about that.
I did too.
Good job. A real bonding moment.
We gotta stick together. Together, we're like a person. So.
And he says, "Well, with that, I must leave you again. So, enjoy the rest of your stay while you're here, and please feel free to come back anytime."
Absolutely.
Adieu. And he leaves the room.
As soon as he leaves, I'm gonna elbow
Supplies
Rick really
France is
hard.
in this world somewhere.
Dudes that look like you, don't mention Zilgrim. They seem to hate him. And we've seen them kill people.
Fidget.
Fidget.
Yeah, you
I
are
just said my
Zilgrim.
own name. Don't
talk
mention
about me
gnome
either.
to your own armor people.
Also,
Never.
did that
He
guy
said-
strike anybody else as kind of a creepy weirdo?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to go to the basement.
He said he
of
was
this
going to
place.
mention me to his brother if I didn't ask a question about Silver. Or about... you got me doing it now.
Sorry.
About Fidget.
That'll teach you.
If I didn't ask him a question about Fidget, whenever he talked to his brother, it may have come up.
Let's not do it anymore, though.
Oh, no.
We've been doing it a lot, and I feel like that could just put him at risk when you're just publicly asking everyone you see about him.
I like that time we
A
spilled
little more
all of the,
strategic questions.
all of the captain's tea in front of the blacksmith.
Right. We need to reel it in a little bit.
That's what y'all doing now.
It's time to boogie.
Leaving.
We're leaving.
Ruining someone else's life?
Well, yeah, who we
Running
got?
away.
Name somebody.
think we want to
Yeah,
go meet
what-
some
Well, y'all
mountain
still
folk
haven't.
or
You
something.
haven't ruined Langley's life. You haven't managed to find him yet.
Oh, he's with the dwarves.
The last
Let's go
one.
find his gangly ass. Come
Yeah.
on.
And what
gang.
was that maid's name? She's next on the list.
The maid, yeah. So, are you all leaving the estate?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all make your way back out and hit the road again. You've got a day and a half travel back to the Rhine, if that's where
Yes.
you're headed. Or if you'd like to, you could head straight to the mountain range, which would it'd be a little bit closer than going back to the Rhine. If you went back to the Rhine, you'd pass your entrance to the mountain range, but only by a little bit. Then you'd have to backtrack to go back to the mountains.
Might as well go to the dwarves.
Yeah, may as well do it while it's on the path.
Right, that's fine. It's about a day's travel to the mountain range.
Okay.
So you will end up having to make camp once before you
That's
get there.
That's fine. I've got some meat to sear and a new magical solution to do that in.
I've
yeah.
got 3 jars of olives.
That's about a day's worth of snacks.
Yay.
So you all travel for about a day. It's a relatively familiar road until the turn off to the mountain pass, but luckily enough, it's not that far to the mountains, so you won't have to make a survival check on this one. But it is starting to get dark, and you will have to make camp.
Well, that's all right. Make camp, make dinner.
So you will find a spot to make camp in, and you get to finally set up your new outdoor kitchen. What are you making?
Well, I got some small game, so I figured we would do that. And then I figure we got some We got some carrot that we found. I was given some he's just.
I just keep bumping him in the head.
He doesn't
care.
He
at this
he
point.
honestly. 2 years ago, that would have been a bite on sight. Now he's just a fucking house cat.
And he's drugged.
Well, yeah, but we still got most of the violence out of him before that part.
He still has some of his violence too.
Just enough to suck.
You start to get going.
Yeah, absolutely.
With your utensils, and you all finally get to see why Quinran was interested in this place in the first place.
So I've got, and of course, we're doing it as lazy as possible. I've got my unseen servant over here, working his thing, doing the best he can at his 10-pound weight limit. So he's mostly stirring stuff and
Hey man, I
helping
see you
chop.
working hard. Do you need a mage hand?
I mostly got this. I almost took Mage Hand, but then I found out that that only lasts a minute, and that's not a lot you can do. So I went with the Unseen Servant route.
So are you making a stew?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a stew. I'm gonna do a stew out of the small game and the carrot.
Okay.
And,
so you get the stew all made up, and you get it all finished, and you start ladling it out for people in bowls. You scoop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then your own.
Wait.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
One is for Gilligan.
and then your own. And you suddenly realize that there's one more of you here.
Wait,
Wasn't
what?
here before.
what?
Unseen servant?
Who the fuck is it?
Someone none of you recognize except you.
What?
A man in a green cloak, with his hood pulled over his head,
Where'd he come from?
with his nose just barely peeking out. Tufts of fiery red hair showing from inside of the
Garuk
hood.
is going to stand up and grab his axe.
He takes a sip of the soup and he says, "It's quite good. You have a talent."
You! What are you doing here? You weren't
You know that?
imaginary.
Oh no.
Hold on a sec.
No,
This
I'm
guy's. I saw this guy last night. He bamfed into my room somehow, and
Bamfed?
I don't know. He appeared and disappeared. What noise does that make?
BAMF is
BAMF.
an acronym for badass motherfucker.
And I disagree. It's the noise it makes when you appear and disappear.
Yeah, as per Nightcrawlers.
Or
spec. Yeah.
I'm glad to see you didn't get rid of that idol.
I don't think I will ever get rid of it.
He's just slowly eating the soup as he's sitting there, head down, face covered.
Non-threatening.
I mean, it's soup time.
I gave that idol to your father
You?
many, many years ago.
I think it's your grandpa.
You can call me Grandpa if you'd like.
Oh, it is.
No. On second thought, no, you can't. Don't call me Grandpa.
Tufts of
You
red
knew my
hair.
father?
Don't
I wouldn't say I knew him,
grandpa.
but I helped him out quite some time ago.
When did you guys meet?
Oh, sometime before you were born.
Like
He must have never told my
My
mother. She
soup.
never mentioned you.
No, he wouldn't have. Keep that idol close.
It's my most treasured possession.
Good.
Do you know anything about it?
Really likes my soup.
I'm just gonna eat my soup while this is going on.
What else do you do? I mean,
I'm still just kind of standing there, bowl in one hand, axe in the other.
Do I know about it?
You gave it to him. It was yours, right?
Well, it was mine in the way that I had it. He asked for help. I gave him help. I gave him that. And it seems to still be helping.
It seems to be doing something, but I don't understand what or how.
Your father never really figured it out either. Glad to see it works for you.
I suppose. Who are you?
That's not important yet.
Not your grandpa.
he's definitely not your grandpa.
That's fair. I guess.
Stands up now, and you all realize he's quite tall.
What, like 4 foot?
He's a little more than that.
No.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising. And he reaches his hand out with the bowl in it. And he says, "Thank you for the soup."
You're welcome.
Just as soon as your hands touch the bowl, he's gone.
Alright.
Almost like you blinked. He wasn't there anymore.
That's disorienting.
Same
The
thing
fuck
he
was
did
that?
last night.
That was a bamf. He just bamfed away. We've been over this. He bamfs in and out. He is now out. It must have been a bamf.
That guy seems really cool.
I mean, he snuck into my bedroom, so I don't know how cool he actually is.
That's like the coolest thing you can do.
Finnegan, no.
But you all must not have really gotten to know me on this trip.
Murder I can ignore, but sneaking into Gorna's bedroom is where I draw the line.
That's not cool. Okay, so that's the guy that snuck into my hotel room last night. I don't know who he is. He seems to know something about me.
He seems
And
to
he
know
likes
a bit
your
about
soup.
you.
That
And
was
he,
an
he
orchard,
really likes my soup.
not a hotel.
I mean, your soup is good.
I
So-
I appreciate that.
But I don't know what the hell just happened.
Well,
He obviously knows that he can find us anytime he wants.
anytime he wants, which is 2 people now that can do that we know of. And I'm not really
Doesn't feel
sure
good.
I shouldn't have gone home.
It doesn't feel great.
It doesn't. It doesn't. I may need to write my parents so they can locate the body later. Just leave them little clues.
So after a dinner, and apparently a show, you all are guests gonna try and get some rest.
That seems like the most logical thing to do after somebody just disappears in front of your eyes and you haven't been drinking.
It's not really easy. I had to do this last night. It's not really easy to get over that whole thing, is it?
I'm just going to take the first watch.
Okay.
I'll take the second one.
All right. We got 2 watches.
I'll take third. Or you got third? I'll do fourth.
Excellent.
4th. All
No
right.
watch for me. Sleepy time.
Sleepy time. Go ahead and roll.
I had trouble getting to sleep last night.
All right, perception, right?
Yes.
16.
16.
Yes.
Not a peep. It's quiet.
Peeps.
No sign of the man in green.
I only like 2 a year.
Yeah. I'll
Who's
split a
next?
package with you.
I got
Fluffy bunny.
16.
16. Still nothing. Eerily nothing. Like the woods have gone quiet.
Yeah, well, there's a big fucking scary guy.
But nothing happens.
Who's the big scary guy?
The big blanket-looking motherfucker. Green with the nose and the tufts of red hair.
It's a green cloak. I don't think he's green.
No, it's a green cloak. Yeah, he is. He's not green.
He's Ganondorf.
I've yet to
I
see.
got 4.
Oh boy, not a whole lot going on around here.
It is dark.
It is, sure is. Oh boy, dark. Still think about how bad you don't like, how much you don't like olives.
Are there any frogs?
Nope,
Oh,
not even a frog. It's real quiet.
okay. That's good, I guess.
But
You
Quiet
couldn't stay
and
gone very
dark.
long.
it's quiet all the way through though.
I'll take that.
Quinrin,
Yeah, I gave up on that.
Yeah, the sweater just absorbed cat hair, so that's cool. I'll handle that when I get home.
7. I'm so good at watch.
also nothing. Whole lot of nothing.
You two are great.
You find yourself a bit distracted. You're kind of searching around to see if you can see that guy in green again, to see where he's gone. He's like, no one can just disappear like that. Usually, like, that's not just.
It's usually a little more effort than that.
At least like they have to cast a spell or a chant or something, but he was just gone. You spend most of the night kind of trying to find him again, or seeing if you see any signs of him.
That's fair. That's what I would actually do. So that tracks.
But you don't. You get no
I'm also
signs of
bad
him.
at stuff in real life, so that tracks.
And with that, the night passes and the morning comes. It is time to hit the road yet again.
Alright, we're closing in on the edge of this here
Yep.
Dwarven Kingdom.
You sure are. And you do approach relatively shortly after you begin your trip that day. It doesn't take you long to get to the foot of the mountain, where you do see the path into the actual mountainside itself. It does have guards. It is so from the road, when you look at it, it seems to go up and turn to rock, and then from the rock extends out a large bridge, incredibly wide and seemingly getting taller and taller as it goes up. And at the end of the bridge is the mouth to the Dwarven Kingdom.
Okay.
Along the bridge there are guards stationed every so many feet that line it all the way up to the kingdom, but the road does seem to be traveled. It does seem that everyone's freely passing that does come through. There's not many at the moment, but
Sure, but there's no, like, checkpoints or anything crazy.
doesn't
like
seem
that.
to be, no.
Alright, good.
Yeah, it said that the kingdom was open, so I guess
Yeah,
you can just
yeah, so-
kick on in.
There's no reason to get shook down on the way through.
And you do, yeah. You all can make your way past. The guards pay you relatively no mind as they watch you go through, and you enter the Dwarven Kingdom in the Ridgeneck Mountains. There is, once you reach the inside, a large open area where there's a lot of people congregated trying to figure out where they're going. They're just entering, they're just leaving, they're still strapping some things to their cart before they head out, things like that. But it is immense and large. You look up and the ceiling seems to stretch upwards for hundreds of feet. There's a large antechamber inside of this thing, and lining the walls around as you get back further in, you can see stalls and shops, and as you get further in, you can now seem to notice that these rock formations inside of the cave itself are buildings. They are themselves houses and shops, and there is a city inside of this mountain range.
I'd imagine I'm quite impressed, considering I've never seen anything like this before.
Yeah, this seems like something I've never seen before either.
I don't think any of you would have at this point.
Yeah, I was thinking more along the lines of like little fucking, like, you know, my character at least, after having heard that the people live in the mountains, I assume they lived in like little cave systems, like in the face of the mountain.
This is this is inside of the mountain itself. They have carved it out to form a city, a proper city, and it seems to be, after looking for a little while, you all can start to tell that there are corridors and offshoots that lead further and deeper and into this mountain range. You get the idea that maybe there's more than one mountain that has been set up this way within the range. Is vast and is populated.
Whoa. Okay.
Well, we're here for an adventure, so let's go on an adventure. What do we do in a dwarven town?
Drink.
I mean,
Drink, buy dwarven armor and artifacts. I don't know.
Look for Gangly Langley.
Oh yeah.
You all can do whatever you would like. You are in the Ridgeneck Mountain Range.
we should find Langley. This dead misses.
Well, we should ask somebody where we are and where we're supposed to go, or are we just gonna wander towards stuff?
Oh, I mean, I find that generally in my life, wandering is how I find most things.
Let's look for a map.
You know, that hasn't been the most fruitful search ever, but
But it has helped us when we got one.
it's true. Is there a map? Just on the wall somewhere.
Yeah, right?
You are here.
You can look around for a map. Make a perception check.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. That's a 2, an 8.
8?
There we go.
Hell no, there ain't no map. There's a lot of people. Stone walls. There are guards throughout, but there are also just all myriad of people moving in and out of this place, shifting and moving and buying and selling and trading.
Well, you were interested in a library earlier so you could read about imps.
Well, yeah, but we don't have the imp.
I mean, that doesn't change the fact that you could go learn about the imp.
Those famous dwarven libraries.
I mean, they've been around for a while. I'm sure they've kept some sort of record.
Possibly.
I don't necessarily know what I need here. I was just interested in finding something.
We
We were
had
told to come check
absolute-
it out, so I wanted to come check it out.
So we're checking it out.
Yeah.
Can I get like a souvenir T-shirt or anything?
Probably.
I visited the Dwarven Kingdom and all that.
You got was this a lousy t-shirt?
I got rocked at the Dwarven Kingdom.
There it is. There it is.
I bet you have to buy that shirt at their Hard Rock Cafe.
There's mugs. They've got
hate
mugs
this.
that say
Every
that.
cafe here is a
Hard
Hard
Rock
Rock.
Cafe.
I want to leave.
And then they had the
I want to leave.
Take me to the Paladins. I'm done.
Take me to
Right.
the Paladins.
Now,
I'm
Ridgeneck
done.
Mountains is just 4th Street Live. That's all it is down there. It's just.
Oh no.
I'm
yeah.
ready to confess.
It's just you walked into Madison Square Garden. Congratulations, everybody.
Is there anything that like stands out
Yeah.
in terms of like
We should go to the
attraction or
Commerce
something
District
like
or
that?
something. If we're not here for anything specific, we should probably just go check out stores,
some
right?
stores.
Is there
yeah.
anything
Let's do some
that
shopping.
stands out on the level of like Fidget Honeybottom's shop? Like anything that just is.
I mean, this place is huge. We can't see anything yet.
Yeah, I was about to say, right in the front, not exactly. Nothing quite like that, but maybe if you would travel further in, if you check the city out a bit, you might be able to find something like that.
Further in,
Yes. Agreed.
deeper.
Deeper. Make your way deeper into the Dwarven Kingdom.
yes.
It is... it's a lot like any other large city that you've gone to. You're noticing there's people out and about performing daily tasks. There are workers in the streets. There are people constantly working on the walls in the buildings, and people carving things from the rock face itself. Even on one side of the mountain, it looks like they might be carving a new building into the side of it. I would say in this first chamber, you notice on the far back wall a large, more ornate structure that's been carved into the wall that has stairs that lead up to either side of it. It seems to be more of maybe an official building or maybe a holy site or something like that. It stands out a little more from the rest of the buildings. It seems to have more of a place of importance.
Okay.
Ooh, I bet there's some valuable stuff in there.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Let's go take a look.
Yeah, I don't maneuver social interactions super well, so...
I had never noticed, honestly.
Well, thanks.
You
I
make it look so
appreciate that.
seamless most
I
of the
appreciate
time.
that, guys.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that.
I like the part where
It's
you
really
knock.
hard for me to, you know, fit in, I guess.
Be at people.
Yeah.
Nah, you got this.
Doing great.
Do you want to go in there with me?
I believe in
and
you,
maybe,
buddy.
like, find some cool stuff?
Yeah, sure. Let's go take a look at this here official looking building. Maybe we can get some information in it at the very least.
Sure.
Okay.
Is it a visitor center?
You all make
We're
your way
about to
over
find
the-
out.
It's just a rest stop with bathrooms.
So you start to head towards this building, and perspective is a little odd in here because everything is inside, and you're starting to realize that that building is a little further away than you thought it was. Also a little bigger, just by the way it works out. It's a really large building, and by the time you get to the stairs that lead up to it, you realize that there are hundreds of stairs
Oh.
to get to this. It's a lot of stairs.
Ooh, I don't know if I'm ready for that.
Like probably 200 stairs, 250, maybe 300 stairs to get from the ground level where you are up to this building. You begin to ascend the stairs, and once you get to the top, there is columns that have been carved out and an entryway into the building that seems to be open. And you make your way inside and realize that very quickly that this place seems to be some sort of library or archive or some sort of place of knowledge because it is filled with books and scrolls, some of them locked behind cages, some of them open and free. There are people in here at tables poring over notes and poring over books. There are ladders on some of the bookshelves that lead up to several floors up for these shelves that are stacked incredibly high. There's a balcony that runs around that has about the same on the next floor, where it's bookshelves that run a couple of floors high with ladders that go around, and tables even on the second floor where the balcony is. And there is a large bracket-shaped front desk with a dwarf, older dwarf man sitting at the front.
Alright, first off, fuck all y'all who made fun of me for the Dwarven Library idea.
It's fair. It's totally fair.
Secondly,
Yeah, all
I
you
just
guys
said I
that
didn't
said
need to
dwarves
go.
were uneducated and I'm saying this really loud.
can't
Guys were
even
wrong.
read!
Does anyone here read Dwarvish besides me? Because my alphabet in gnome language is the same as the dwarves.
I
Yeah,
don't speak any Dwarvish.
I can recognize the runes,
I was
but
gonna
probably
say-
not the language itself.
Like, I could probably read it and not really speak it.
Is this a
How
library
convenient.
of books in Dwarvish?
It's a
I mean, it
Dwarven
would make
speaking.
sense. It's a Dwarven library. If so, I can't really read anything here.
They probably have some stuff that's in common.
Sure.
How convenient.
Anyway, I'd
I
like to
know
ask the
Dwarven.
guy at the front desk where we are.
Welcome to the Grand Archive. This is where the knowledge of the Dwarven kingdoms of old have been kept for generations, and shall be kept for generations to come. There's vast knowledges within. Please help yourself to the accessible books within. Anything locked behind a cage you must ask for assistance with, and not all of it will be accessible to you. So, while you are here, please respect the books. Please treat them with kindness and do not damage or take anything from the archive.
Hey, no problem. Thanks for letting us know.
Of course.
Well,
This place seems really boring.
I mean, books aren't really my bag either. Exactly. But, I don't have any particular words to try to look up here or anything.
I barely know how to read.
in common.
Maybe we could look up squirrel berries.
Some interesting
have to figure out what they are.
You know what?
I thought that was my joke to run into the ground.
No, it's our joke to run into the ground.
Alright, comrade.
I was gonna say, we're the Bludgeoneers, comrade. This is a communist fucking adventurers party.
We should paint that on the side of our wagon.
The Bludgeoneers?
Yeah.
That seems like a bad name to advertise.
So they know we're a team. We told the mayor that was what we were called, and he took it well.
He did!
He did also hire us to murder a bunch of people. So
He sure did.
Right name for the job.
Actually, he paid us more to murder them.
Huh.
So you all are standing in this immense library.
It sure is cool.
It sure is.
Does anybody have any reason to go to an immense library?
I could name about 1,000.
Well, then you want to do something here, or you want to, like, kick here later? Or?
Yeah, I think this is a situation where we come back to, because if I get started, we're not quitting.
Started with what?
Well, you know, just
Book learning?
reading. I've got time, and I haven't done anything else that I was planning to do on this little 2-week vacation of mine that's lasted much longer than.
You said you were only here for the olives.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I'm figuring we're going to go shopping, so if you want to sit here and check out the library while we go down and, you know, see if there's anything cool for sale.
And,
Ow. A lot of claws there.
a lot of about 20. It's hard to roleplay when you're being accosted.
It really is.
I could,
You got cookbooks?
I'm more interested in...
the adult section.
I've never seen a furbolg naked before.
I don't know if it's that kind of library. And I'm not going to be the one to
It's
ask
pretty
and
big.
find out.
It's pretty...
Surely there's at least one picture book in here.
I have no idea.
I'm more
Check out the
interested
kids section.
in something along the lines of using the arcane to aid in cooking. See, because I've got but 2 hands, and time is a limited thing.
I offered you a hand.
Right. That's a temporary fix to a permanent problem.
If we find Fidget, Zilgrim will have 2 extra ones.
I'm on the list.
That's
Mailing
terrifying.
So are you all staying here and looking for doing some research, looking up some stuff, or what are you all doing?
I have no business in a library currently.
I'm
Okay.
intimidated right now by all of this.
This really isn't my thing at all. I think I'm going to go outside.
Okay. What are the rest of you 3 doing?
I'm gonna follow.
Okay.
Just going to sit on the steps outside.
Are you going to stick around?
Like
and
not
read?
at the
I'm gonna
bottom.
stick around.
I'm still at the top.
You're still at the top?
Yeah.
Look over the edge, and you realize now how high up you are.
Oh.
You're a good distance up the mountain on the inside at this point. You can see the tops of the buildings.
I want to look up.
The top is carved smooth. Seems to be a smooth dome.
Smooth.
Top.
Wow.
Like a Barbie doll.
It's a very specific.
No, like a dome.
like
No.
like a
It's
Barbie
like
doll
dome.
what got all its head
It's
shaved
a
off.
smooth like dome.
Is it time for bed yet?
Yeah.
So-
This guy.
I'm
So,
sorry.
Quinrin and I will stick around to read some stuff.
Okay.
I guess.
What are you all looking for?
I want to look up, or at least attempt to find, any sort of references of, like, just using the arcane and cooking, or
Okay.
using...
How long do you want to spend trying to find...
How long do you guys want to go shopping? Because you were.
Hey,
the ones
women
not
be
interested.
shopping.
I'm not judging in the slightest. I'm just curious as to how much time I have to pour into this research.
I don't know.
Give me like 2 hours.
Sure,
Is that
easy
too much
peasy.
shopping? Not enough shopping?
That seems like easily
Are there enough
enough.
shoes to take up that much time?
Easily.
I don't understand how this works. Chainmail bikinis? Is that a thing?
That's exactly what I'm hoping to
Like
find
this
in the
little-
Dwarven Kingdom.
That'll be great for your fight.
Absolutely.
Mithro bikini bottoms. Very light. They breathe.
Sick.
Well, you now have a goal in mind. Are you going to help him with this, or are you leaving with the rest of the group?
Oh no, I'm sticking around. I was just gonna look around, see what they had on, like the heroes of old, basically.
Okay. Okay. So you two are hanging out in the library, in the archives, trying to learn a little bit. And you three are going to do some shopping in the Dwarven Kingdom.
Eat some
Hell
yogurt
yeah.
and gab
Snack
like
mountain.
bitches.
Because that's what dwarves do all day.
I guess so.
Dwarves love frozen yogurt.
So, well, you all go out for your froyo
Who doesn't?
Fro, yeah.
and your boba.
Orange Julius.
You two will be in the library doing some research of your own. And that's where we'll pick up next time.